I've also got the audio files, so I just put the audio file on and listen to it like a podcast. It's weird. If I have takers out there, I can absolutely put a link to the audio file up.
You just need to put markers in, Jay, for the best parts. If you're listening to them, if you could annotate them and make a greatest hits, I think that would be highly valuable.
Well, or I should get like YouTube flags, like when small children walk up and are cute.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I do enjoy that part always.
I've certainly seen things on the YouTube that I didn't know were there. Like, Dave Miller's away and his daughter will like walk up, look in the camera, and walk away. All right. So when we left our heroes, the Brig and Darth, they had gone to the city of Minzo-Branson. They had started scoping out the city. One group went to Selby's old sergeant, Gargath. Was it Gargath or Argath? You said a word. I wrote down Gargath. That's what happens when you.
Are you talking to me?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yes, that was the name. That's it. You got it just right. Perfect.
So you visited his old sergeant and learned about how lots of veterans are disgruntled. And there's going to be a meeting of the VSW, the Veterans of Service Wars, tomorrow night. Usually just involves drinking and playing cards, but there might be some agitation to be done. Some of you went to the Central Square, and you saw that, for example, there had been no newspapers printed lately. You also saw some noble women with the mark of widow, and it was a little vague as to what that was, or some sort of badge of honor, but they weren't happy about it. And finally, Morty, you went to visit your cousin, who now plays organ for the priestesses of Lolth, and she confirmed what you already knew, which is that the sacrifice is actually intended to bring Lolth to this plane and wreak death and destruction. And as if that wasn't bad enough, she informed you of a backup plan, which is if the sacrifice doesn't happen, Lolth is going to cast plane shift and come to this plane herself with her lieutenants and cause death and destruction anyway. So there was the formation of a plan which involved using a scroll of plane shift that your cousin provided to you, that and retrieving a tuning fork, which you know vaguely where it is in the city, going to the demon web, the part of the abyss where Lolth reigns, and retrieving that tuning fork attuned to the material plane and coming back so that at least that half of the plan wouldn't work. And meanwhile, the other half of the team would stay here and do something to avert the ceremony. So that's where we left things. Are we still split up? Are we reconvening? I don't even know where you're staying tonight. Finding an inn?
Well, we have the plane shift scroll, but correct me if I'm wrong, we need a tuning fork in order to get to the appropriate plane. So I think we might all need, we could split up, but we kind of all need to go get the tuning fork, which we think they should have down in these sacrificial pits somewhere, because they occasionally send people down there. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I wasn't clear if we all had to go or if only some of us needed to go to retrieve that. So it could be those of us that are tasked with going to the abyss.
I see. And then the other ones,
and the other people could start making their plans for stopping the sacrifice.
That makes sense. Yeah, they probably need all the time they can get, so we probably should split up.
Yeah, she did give a little more information on the entrance to this pit. She said, sort of after the events of last week, she said, yeah, usually there's like 4 of them working this. It's for like safety union reasons. And there's like 2 of them go into feed and 2 of them sort of stand back for safety reasons. And they're dropping it into this large, long pit. It's fallen a long way down there. So she says there are usually 4 of you. I can, if you want to send 6 of you, I can easily get 6 of you in.
But 12 would be crazy. So,
well,
It seems like 12 would be noticeable, so we should probably split up. This would be a chance
Yeah.
for half of us to start planning about how to stop the sacrifice, and half can go on this little
Mhm.
mission.
Yeah,
So
that
who's
makes
good at
sense. That makes a lot
climbing
of
and
sense.
dark vision?
Well, luckily, all of
So-
us are pretty good at dark vision, but
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm quite acrobatic, so I
I guess
would
Tenzin probably also.
and I'm more than my plan was to go on this mission to the abyss, so I would certainly be willing to go retrieve that tuning fork, be part of that group.
Well, do
Yeah, I
we want
think-
this team to be the tuning fork retrieval team?
I think so, and I think we can just go ahead and go. Who knows how long we're going to need while we're there.
Yeah, so once we
order
have the
to-
fork, we should probably just go.
Now, like we rested up. We had a short rest. We could like take a long rest and like go after 8 more hours, but I think we kind of time is of the essence, right? I mean, I think we need to keep going unless anyone is critically unwell or needs to recharge anything. But I think we should at least split up and go about our tasks as long as we can today before we take a long rest.
Well, one thing she did say is the creatures are fed every morning, so that's when she was going to swap y'all out.
Well, we should at
If
least
there's-
kind
I
of
mean,
scout out the area
there are,
and,
you know,
and
Other things are possible, certainly, but that
But
was.
that does give us a chance to maybe get a rest in before we go in the morning, I guess. A longer rest.
I mean, she
By
does
the way-
offer to point you towards the hole if you want to go now. That
Is
certainly is a
there-
possibility.
Is there anybody who's about to go into this hole who knows somebody in the city that we might want to talk to before you go in the hole, or any information we need?
not me, not I.
All right.
Who else is going in the hole? Let me look here.
I think Dave's character, who's
Suselman.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I have a spell called Spider Climb, and it doesn't only apply to me. I can touch anyone, and that person can turn into a spider.
Climber.
What's the
That is pretty boss.
space that the tuning fork is in that we have to retrieve?
I mean, she's sort of vague about it. It's a hole. It's got some nasty monsters down there. They sort of keep some monsters in there, and they keep some of their treasure there because they figure that's well guarded.
Okay, so does anyone know? So I also have a spell of rope trick. How deep is this hole?
You know?
He estimates it goes down about 100 feet.
Once we're
okay.
there, I have locate object as well.
That could be helpful.
So, Jay, can you help me out looking at rope trick to understand?
Hunter, you know rope trick, don't you?
It's
Yeah, so rope
think-
trick is a way to kind of hide. You take out the rope that's a component of the spell. You essentially toss it straight up in the air for whatever distance you wish, and then you and your buddies can climb up this rope into a little extra planar rift, and then pull the rope up behind you, and then you're hidden, and then you can like take a rest, and for I think it lasts like an hour if you want to like be out of sight because you're really beat up. So that's a handy.
but it's 60 feet long.
Yeah, you
Can
could go
it
up to
float-
60
can
feet
it-
high, I guess.
Yeah,
But it
can
sounds like
go
it's not
down
especially useful
into
for like climbing down a rope.
Doesn't sound like-
climbing. I was wondering if it was suspending on its own in the air, could it move down 40 feet to allow us to get to the bottom of this hole?
Well,
You could
Zeron,
just use a rope for that, I would think. But
Yeah.
yeah, the other thing that works well for that is rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
and Zeron has Featherfall that can deal with up to 5 creatures. So if there's
Okay.
one of us that can
I
spider
have that
climb,
too.
yeah, nice.
I have that too.
Metzley could turn into a,
Sounds like there's
Pteranodon.
10,000 options to get to the bottom of
Flat
this hole.
yeah.
yeah, we can get to the
I
bottom
think
of this hole.
I say we go. Is the city infiltrating team feeling like they want to go do their own thing while we head into the pits? Maybe not at feeding time, to see if we can scout out the area, maybe be in position. I don't know. I'm willing to go tomorrow morning if everyone thinks that makes more sense. Morty, your cousin seems to have a plan. Maybe I'm just too gung ho.
I mean, I don't know that she had a plan per se. I think she was just working within whatever limitations she had. She seemed confident. I think that she could get us in the morning. And I think if we try to go beforehand, who knows?
Well, maybe I'm being too rash.
It's certainly possible.
Let's take her advice, and we'll try to go in the morning when she can actually try to sneak us in as people that are supposed to be there.
She / I proposed something, but it's your story. It's your plan.
What she said, as I recall, what she said is that the regular morning crew now is not going to be there, and we can go be the crew if we want to. But that doesn't, I don't think that speaks to what happens between now and then, but it also doesn't say who's guarding in the interim, if anyone.
Well, if we're thinking that we are going down this pit, finding a tuning fork and immediately going to the pit of Lolth in the abyss, it seems to me that maybe we'd want to be as rested up as possible before doing that, as chances are slim that we're going to get to take a long rest, while we're in hell.
No lies detected. No.
Meaning going in the morning whenever we're slated to do the feeding job.
Exactly.
Second the motion.
Where does the going to the meeting of the VSW or whatever fit into all this, like timing wise?
That's tomorrow night.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's tomorrow night. Okay.
And in there, we also could be investigating things with the newspaper and anything that we read in the newspaper.
Yeah, I think for the go to hell team, it's get up in the morning, go do the feeding, go down, find the tuning fork, and hit the abyss.
Yeah.
I think the other team, I think that's what we're doing. I think the other team, it's get up in the morning, start investigating town, do their thing.
Don't forget a healthy breakfast, though.
It's the most important meal of the day.
And I don't know if, AJ, when you said you have locate object, do you mean you can prepare that tomorrow morning, or do you mean you will always have that?
Prepare it. It is
okay.
Preparable.
So it would be so tomorrow you could have locate object.
Yes.
Well, then that makes even more sense that we need to wait till tomorrow. I think that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Cool. Long rest.
It's a long rest for everyone.
Okay. Do you have any more questions for her?
For whom?
For your cousin.
Your cousin.
That you could.
Oh, we're still hanging out.
Well, I'll assume you could run back and ask her questions.
Retroactive questions.
Or yeah.
Have we asked about the widows already?
We don't. The team that was over hanging. All right. So if we've gone back, then yes, we can circle back to her and ask more questions. I didn't know about the widows when we were talking to her before, because you found that out at the same time.
Yeah, maybe we should circle back. Well, you should, because you're her cousin, and ask her about the widows, and maybe tell her like you heard the newspaper hasn't been printed. She heard of anything else that's been not normal recently?
Sounds good.
Okay, just a technical question.
Mm-hmm.
The things that we'll potentially be facing, since we're calling this hell in the abyss, fall under the category of good and evil for protection from good and evil?
Yeah, I mean, fiends is what would normally live in the abyss.
All right, cool. Just thinking about what spells to have set up.
Okay.
I have that one too, but I think a little duplication on that couldn't hurt. That's a good one for this.
Yeah,
it's a good one. So you're going back. Is anybody going with you?
I think a small number could go. Who went before? It was Noodles and Bytor and someone else.
It was just the three of you.
Was it just three of us?
No, Ben Brumfield.
Yes, of course it was Metzley.
So
who would like to come back? Anybody else want to meet my cousin? Anybody from the city team want to meet my cousin?
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody from the
Might be
city
a good
should go.
contact,
Just
yeah, exactly.
I'm on the
Might
city.
be
I'm on the city team, so I'm around. But the question was, does anybody else from the city team want to meet my cousin?
Seems.
I think I would bet Xeron would want to like meet her. I think we were going to entrust him to cast the plane shift spell as potentially the most. Oh, although Xeron, aren't you kind of iffy with magic? Don't you sometimes have unexpected results?
Yes.
that's what I hear.
Maybe our druid would be the most stable for casting this plane shift scroll. You're a ritual caster and you have pretty high level casting experience. So
Sure.
yeah, maybe you would like to meet this lady and have her explain how this scroll works.
He already met her. I
Yeah,
didn't mean to
yeah,
throw
you
a
did.
wrench in the works. You have 2 questions for her. Morty can go alone. Just throwing it out there. If like while Morty's asking questions, if somebody wants to ask follow-up questions.
I'll go with Morty.
Sorry.
Yeah,
All right. You are welcome
All right.
to come, Tenzin.
done. Okay. Tenzin and Morty.
right.
Going
Off
to
we
see
go.
cousin.
Yeah.
What are your questions? All right. So yeah, she's having her evening tea or something. You go to her temple. It's pretty empty.
Ilyar, I'd like to introduce you here to a other compatriot, Tenzin here. Tenzin was in the marketplace earlier today and found some very interesting things that he was hoping to see if you knew anything about.
Okay, sure.
It is a pleasure to meet you. We are very interested in the fact that the newspaper hasn't been printed in a couple days.
Oh, I've noticed that.
And have you heard anything about why that might be?
No, but I can only assume it's not a coincidence. I mean, it's been a daily paper for as long as I've been in the city, decades. So I don't know, but it can't be a coincidence.
Have you heard of anything else that's been unusual?
I've been barely able to sleep. I've been barely able to eat. Everything seems unusual to me. I don't know specifically. No, I mean, it appears that there's some sort of food shortages. It hasn't really affected me. The priestesses take good care of me, but I have seen long lines at some of the bakeries. People seem to get agitated.
Do you know anything about an unusually large number of widows who may or may not be formally widows at this point?
Oh, the noble women. Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah, they're the women whose husbands, so their husbands were taken by the priestesses for the sacrifice. So before we captured the traitor that they're going to sacrifice, they just knew they needed a powerful male. Or for some reason, they took the husbands of some noble women and locked them up, and they're still locked up.
Do you know?
As I said, the sacrifice has to happen, so they've got to have backups, I suppose.
Do you know about how many they took? Was that shared with you?
I think it's 20 to 30.
Okay.
It's a good number.
They are?
And I think they're in the prison. But I know that the priestesses were very surprised because they thought that the noble women wouldn't really care if it's just their husbands being taken. They thought you can always find a new husband, but apparently they underestimated how attached a lot of these women are to their husbands.
And do you know where all these women are right now? All the
They're-
noble women, are they together?
I mean, they're living their lives. They're still in their, rich houses and going about their lives. I mean, they're not in any specific place.
Has the Empress been behaving in any way unusual? Beyond
I
the
have
fact-
no idea.
Okay, not that you know. All right, Tenzin. Well, did we have any further questions?
No, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. You've been a very big help, Ilyara. We appreciate it. Since we know this is at some risk to yourself, so we do.
Yeah, good luck to you. So did you? It sounds like some of your friends are going to be going down in the pit tomorrow.
We are going to take advantage of the opportunity to swap in for the morning feeding crew. I
Okay.
think about half a dozen of us.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to
And
be me.
I'll be there to work that out. Will I see you there? Are you going to see your friends off?
I could, if that would be helpful.
Okay, I thought all of you would be there to see your friends off, but I mean,
All right.
wouldn't be helpful, but I mean, your friends going to hell.
Sure. I
Either
think
way,
we will.
and I'd like
Let's-
to meet. I'd like to meet your other friends. Actually,
Let's do that. We will all be
Think
there
it'd
in
be
the morning.
useful. Okay. After I told you about 20 times I wanted to split you up, and now I say you can't split up. Anything else?
Sweet dreams.
Okay, you too.
All right. So we depart, head back, rendezvous.
Mhm. I don't know if y'all just got a room in an inn or something.
We could be camping in the same grove of mushrooms where we came in.
You could.
That would save us some cash.
I don't know if
Possibly
anybody
attract
in this
less attention.
group is very citified. Yeah, sure. You certainly could.
I
You
would.
got
We've been on the road for a long time. I'm kind of in favor of a
You want a nice
nice
fluffy
inn.
bed?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm
with
down for a nice fluffy bed
that
myself.
shack that we met the Octopodemos in was okay for a lodging for a couple of days, but I think we've accumulated enough booty in our travels to be
Plus,
able to
apparently there are
spring
like
for-
several dozen of you in that one house. I don't even know.
Yeah, it wasn't the most comfortable. I mean, I was on the couch that one time, so I think let's get an inn or 2 inns maybe would be easy, like less conspicuous for 12 people. Should we just split into our groups for
You're the
tomorrow?
you're the one who's not a drow, so I think we defer to you.
I'll obviously I'm not doing the talking when we get there. I'll try to be in the background, but yeah, that's I'm willing to take the risk for the comfort of a bed.
All right, yeah, there are plenty of, whether it's the main square that the group went to last night, or there are lots of other squares within the city, and there are plenty of, you could get an inn within a quarter mile of each other or right next to each other if you want. Yeah, not a problem.
Why don't we get an inn somewhere near where the newspaper's printed, so we can check that out in the morning? After, either on the way to the pit or afterwards.
All right.
I also don't think we need to be in a super populated, maybe we should be in more of an off the beaten path kind of thing, so that maybe we attract a little less notice.
Mhm. Seems like a good plan.
I mean, as somebody that grew up in the city as an urchin, I probably would know an area like that, so.
Yep. Yeah, not a problem. You go around to your old stomping grounds and you find 2 separate inns that have room. 2 separate inns that have room, and we can go through the details, but we don't have to. Get a good night's sleep.
I like it.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, everybody takes a long rest. You can click long rest on D&D Beyond. It's a lot simpler than clicking short rest. So hopefully you'll get all your spells, etc., hit points back.
I can't
You
take
can't?
a long rest.
I
I can't
can.
take a long rest for Zeron. Can
Yeah,
you?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, give me a second. Anybody else want to talk? Somebody tell me your feelings about being back in the city while I'm getting on D&D Beyond.
I have
Being
this
back- Go
feature that I can give myself temporary hit points 4 times per long rest. So I've been just doing it in the background, but I was just letting you know that's what I'm rolling for.
Okay. All right, you should be back up to speed with your spells. You might want to do things on pencil and paper, Ryan. I don't know. Or at least keep track of things. So you wake up in the morning, refreshed, ready for your various missions. We know the Demon Web team is going to go to. It's this sort of a grate in the, it's like a sewer storm drain type grate, and it's near one of the medium-sized temples in town. And I don't know if the other group is going to see off their fellows.
I recommend we do.
Okay.
Morty, are you?
No.
Well,
I don't like the fact that she was insistent that she wanted to meet all of us.
so Morty, are you
And you
sure?
know
How
this.
well do you know your cousin?
I
Because
have not seen her in 80 years, so I don't know her that well.
because she suddenly wants us all to be in one place at once. And it doesn't seem like we all need to be there.
That's fine. I think I should go because I think my absence would be most conspicuous, but she doesn't actually know how many of us there are. So if
Maybe the rest of the city team could go, but sort of stay back and not be seen, just in case there's a problem.
That's my vote.
That seems like smart planning.
Just very cautious. Yep.
Nothing wrong with a little skulking.
Okay. So,
Well,
You
and
walk up-
anybody that went and met with her before should probably go, but
that's Tenzin and Noodles.
and Vitor, but Vitor's going down in the pit anyway. So that
Yeah,
should be
that's what I meant.
Oh, and as well as Matesley, but he's also
Makesley. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
so of the city team, I guess then that makes Noodles and me going to meet her
And Tenzin.
and Tenzin, right?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you get down there. So I would like, I wrote down things phonetically. Valanthe, Selvi, and I should organize y'all by, and Tracy to give me
We just lost the Lanthe for a second.
okay, to give me a stealth check. Well,
Oh, because we're sneaking.
You're
mhm.
sneaky.
Or at least trying to look nondescript.
Can I ask a question a technical question to either
Oof,
Jay,
not so
John,
great.
or AP?
What's up?
Shoot.
Spell storing item. So I can store a first or second level artificer spell that requires one action to cast in a simple or martial weapon or spell casting focus,
Mm-hmm.
and so I could take a dagger, store a spell into it, and then give it to somebody else who
Yes.
would be able to cast that spell. The
Correct.
question
Yep.
is, does that take away that spell slot for me when I put it into the dagger or when it's used?
Neither one.
Neither one.
Oh.
Okay. So it's just like a bonus spell that I should do every day, prepare something and give it to somebody on the team.
And that can be used 8 times during the day,
That's amazing.
10
Wow.
times for
We
Jones.
should do that. Yeah, this spell stays in the object until it's been used 10 times.
Is that is
You have
protection
10,
for,
I have 8. That's pretty cool.
protection for evil and good?
And so what is a
What level
spellcasting
is it?
focus? It says in a simple
Well,
or martial weapon
any
or
set of
spellcasting
tools.
focus.
Any set of tools for you
Oh,
is
anything.
spellcasting for. Any set of tools.
Oh, okay.
Thieves tools,
Any set of tools.
carpenter's
Yeah.
tools.
And it's any first or second level spell. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got here.
Protection from
They-
evil would probably be pretty boss for the Abyss team to have.
Yeah, I don't know if they have that.
Oh, it has to be an artificer spell.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it. But first level, oh, more grease.
Yeah,
Web.
Yeah.
take a look at that because that could be
You
really
could
cool.
give
I don't
you
want
could
to.
give like a shield spell to somebody that was going to be
Yeah.
meleeing or something if you
Yeah,
have
does
shield. I
anybody
don't know.
want
don't
a,
have
so
shield.
anybody in the city team want a cure wounds shield?
I mean, there are some things that you could pass around. I don't want to
Yeah, I
influence you
guess
one
that's
direction or
true.
another, but
Scorching ray.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'll shut
scorching
up.
ray.
This is
So I think
this is us planning the night before, I guess. We're talking about
Yeah,
what
yeah,
spells we
yeah.
have, and this is us as we're
Right,
before we
we're-
settle down for the night.
What I
We're
will
gonna
say is
retcon-
our
we're gonna
only
retcon
healer is
this.
going to the abyss. So if the city team has the ability to store some cure wounds in an item, that might be useful.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
Another
like it.
thing which could be useful potentially is lesser restoration. Similar kind of idea.
Yeah, I don't think artificers have that.
yeah,
I
you do.
think so. So
Oh, we
I
do.
have-
Okay, I just don't have
mean,
it
I have,
prepared.
It's the second.
I have
second
Aura
level.
of Vitality,
I don't
which
know.
is a healing energy radiating within 30 feet of me. So I can just walk around and heal people during battle. But it's also third level. I can't pass that along. Does anyone have magic weapons?
I do.
Anyone going to hell have magic weapons?
I
Yeah,
have a
I
magic
do.
crossbow. Yeah.
I do.
Okay, because my branding smite spell gives an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target. That's pretty useful.
Pretty great. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
I
think
and I
that-
we can infuse items with abilities, and I haven't. I feel like it's probably better if we infuse other people's stuff with abilities. What do you think, David? Because I've
I'll say
got them
quick
on my own
yes
weapons,
to
but I
that.
haven't
Keep-
used them at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
keep
better.
in mind what you can give to other people, and then I'm gonna have to table that because
That's fine.
discussions
That'll
of
take too long,
infusions
right?
could be, yeah.
That could take.
But
a
I'll say,
while.
yeah, I think not
okay.
only what could help you, but could help other people. And
Okay, so maybe we'll work that out.
yeah, anybody wants to can look at the Artificer first and second level spell list and see what would be good to have pet cast 8 times or 10 times among
Here,
the party.
I'm gonna put what I've got in the chat. All right.
I mean, it doesn't just have to be what you prepared. It can be any artificial.
It can be any of them. Oh wow.
I put it in the
Okay.
inter-party discussion. I put the artificer spell list.
I mean, there's one that leaps out at me,
Pretty
but
wrong.
I should just shut up.
Oh, what is he thinking of, guys?
So let's look at the chat.
Or Google
What could
it
it be?
for 5 seconds.
Where did
I
you
think
put?
it's probably wait, it's probably something magnetic, and we can just get the tuning fork to just fly through space to us.
Okay,
There's
so
also mage hand. Yeah.
There is mage hand.
that's not a first or second level spell.
Sorry. Yeah, it's a cantrip. Sorry.
Well, you know, with a list this long, it's got to be acid splash or booming blade.
That's what it
Do we
starts
go
with.
beginning of the alphabet or the end with this time?
Okay, can we
What is
move
guidance?
on with the story?
Yep.
Or-
move
is
on.
I don't
guidance?
know. I don't mean
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
What is
All right.
guidance?
That's ponies, pony power.
Oh,
You're familiar with that one.
I am.
That's awesome.
So the next morning, you go to the square. I'd like Selvi, Valanthe, and who was it? Tracy to give me a group stealth check.
I mean, I rolled an 8.
But I was gonna say DC 10 for the group of you because you're
I'm not very
fitting
stealthy.
into a crowd.
Yeah, I'm not very good at
All you
that,
have to do
so
is not like stare.
I'm not good at that. And I'm wearing a lot of armor and I've got lots of gadgets on me. Probably stick out.
I got a 6.
Okay.
I'm thinking we're not particularly
Valanthe, are you
stealthy.
gonna save your 2 clumsy compatriots here from attracting attention? Can you give me a stealth check, Valanthe?
I'm trying.
Okay.
16.
Okay. So they're like not being very subtle in how they're watching their friends, and you're like, guys, you're embarrassing me. Chill.
Barbarian is embarrassed by us. This is bad.
So
That is bad.
aside from that,
The barbarian is being stealthy.
you go up to this temple area, and you see Iliara talking to a group of people and sort of taking these 2 baskets full of dead rodents. And Noodles recognizes one of these people. It's his old friend Quiche, who the last time he'd seen him was like a beggar in the street. So apparently he's moved up to, throwing dead animals down pits. And when I saw his name was Quiche, I was very, very tempted to have a guest star be his voice, play as him, get Quiche in here to play Quiche, but resisted the urge. So Noodles
Real doctors don't have time for this kind of nonsense.
he's too busy playing with wieners, even on Sunday nights. So Noodles will go up to talk to his buddy Quiche when Noodles shows up. And in the meantime, she walks over to each of you. She walks over to the Demon Web team, hands you his basket, and says, you open up the grate, and usually they try not to fall in the pit, but I guess that's what you're going to do. And meanwhile, while Tenzin, Noodles, and Joe are chatting with cousin and maybe about to start a chat with Quiche, Valanthe, Selby, and Tracy, you notice at a nearby bakery, there seems to be some commotion. The crowd is growing restless. So who wants to go first? Well, first of all, I don't know if you want to get involved at all, but there is a commotion at the bakery. While you think about that,
is it because the donuts are really good there?
Delicious.
Is that what it is?
Could be.
Tasty pie.
Is it only the three of them who have seen the commotion at the bakery?
I don't know. Maybe you have. I mean, if you're interested, it's a commotion. You certainly could see it. All right, I'll switch to the other team. So you're handed these buckets of dead rodents and told, just unlock the latch, go in there, latch it behind you, and try to be a little sneaky so that people don't notice 6 people walking in and not walking out. But she points you to those.
So
Great.
We switched teams. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did. They were too slow.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Open the thing. Let's
All
go.
right.
All right.
Yeah, I'll carry a bucket or two. I could probably can't handle that. Are we
Absolutely.
are we disguised in any way? Do we have like big cloaks on covering my shield and my rapier, or
You tell me.
I hope we borrowed some shnikey from Joe's sister, because I just now thought of that. But yeah, I
Robes.
mean,
we borrowed robes at the inn.
yeah.
You've borrowed the robes,
the
the
complimentary
bathrobes.
robes. Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll show up on your bill.
little flip flops too. So yeah, I think I still have my helmet on, which is a little bit conspicuous, but I wear it. I'm prepared to answer questions if anyone asks about my helmet hiding my face.
You think that's conspicuous? I'm carrying a halberd.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't worry about me. This is for just poking some food down into the pit.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
So
go down there.
Yeah, let's do
let's
it.
do it.
Okay.
This group is nothing if not jump into the fire.
You go into this grate and you look down and there's a hole. It's dark, but you all had to have dark vision, and you see it goes down about 100 feet into the dark.
Can we
You guys
open
see
the grate?
anything? My dark vision's
Yeah,
not quite
yeah.
as potent.
It's
as
not locked.
yours.
It's just
Yeah, let's
Ooh,
drop
that's
a
right.
rope. Let's drop a rope down there.
yeah, not a problem. You've got a 100-foot rope.
All right. All right,
I'll
let's
climb first, unless you want to, Actian.
yeah, I'll go first because if my dark vision's a little better than yours, that's better, right?
Yeah. You see 120 feet easily. I see 60 feet easily.
All right. Yeah, I'll drop down.
I'll go after him though.
Okay.
Can I see the bottom or not? I can't see. all the
Yeah,
way.
everybody except Hunter can see the bottom.
Okay.
You have 120 feet of dark vision.
And we do not see creatures down there, or we do see creatures down there?
It's pretty murky.
Let's start climbing.
Down
All
we
right.
go.
All right, I'm going to put you all on roll 20. And I'm going to try something. They say, like, if I hit control and ping, no, shift ping, that, I don't know, something's supposed to happen. So really, we're going for the bottom left of this map here.
Bottom left.
And so the people who aren't on this team, I don't know. I don't know if there's any way for me to let you see it. Yeah, that's not the left. That's the right.
You didn't darken it, by the way. I don't know if you meant to or
Well,
not.
that's because you the left, AJ, the left
That's bottom left.
is not the bottom left. Do you see my ping?
Scroll out,
Farther left, farther left.
Scroll up.
scroll out.
Oh, well, there's
Zoom out on the map. You may
Oh,
be
I
looking-
see.
There
I
you
just
go.
grabbed it. and rolled along.
So Tracy, can you just put Tracy on there? That'll probably be the simplest.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. So, there was a question. Oh, yeah, the lights are on because y'all all have enough dark vision. So
Okay.
it's
okay,
dark,
gotcha.
but
Well,
you
in
all
that
have
case, we
dark
can
vision.
see it, Jay. We can follow along.
Yeah. Now I assume you can just see like one hallway, right?
We could
Like,
see
you
You
know,
can see
everything.
the whole map.
You see the whole
Everybody
map.
can see the whole map, yeah.
Okay, not a problem.
All right.
Dynamic lighting is on. Explorer mode is on. Daylight mode is on.
Actian, you and I
see how that
are
goes.
perhaps.
How's
Ooh,
that?
I like it.
That's it.
Better.
Okay.
Actian, you and I are perhaps the
Now I
most
can't see
the best
Jack.
equipped for battle, but we're also the most heavily armored and not super stealthy. Do you think we should defer to our to the Orb Weaver to see if she can scout ahead?
If we have someone who can scout ahead, it's always better to get a sense and then we can follow up.
I will say it's wet down here. There's like a foot of water covering everything. So it's going to be difficult terrain. You're going to walk through at about half speed.
Hmm.
Gross.
Gross.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm happy to try to stealthily move ahead of everyone and check things out. So should I,
And can we follow like 90 feet behind him or something? I don't know. I guess if he's being stealthy, we might not be able to like notice how far ahead of us he is.
Well, and if we're moving at half speed, 90 feet's a long way.
So if anybody wants to do Roll20 research and see if I can let some of you see everything, like the other team can't see anything right now, right?
We can
Correct.
see the corridor we're in.
Right, but like the city team can't see
I
anything.
can't see anything. It's just all black.
Yeah, we can't see Jack.
So I guess we'll have to paint you a picture with our words.
It's fine.
sure.
Or I
Okay.
guess we could drop ourselves in there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that'd be,
Confusing.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm gonna start.
The other option is for me to turn on the lights for everybody, which is okay. All right.
Yeah.
But
Jay,
if somebody
you
wants to Google that, please do.
Jay, you could just share your screen with everybody. That would.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
there.
I'm gonna start stealthily making my way along this corridor.
Okay.
And,
Splash, splash. Roll me a stealth check.
Okay, sure, you bet. It's a big number.
Yep. Splash, splash, splash. You make very few splashes, given
Sort of like the Chinese divers. It's like no splash
yes. Oh yeah, okay, gotcha.
in the Olympics. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So there we go. I'm moving along. I noticed that there's a room to the upper left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna sort of peek in there, see what I can see.
I mean, the water's murky. I mean, it's a grungy place. The water's full of dirty stuff. You can't even see your own feet. The walls and the ceilings are about 50 feet above you, and it's bumpy and rough.
Okay. So I'll keep moving along slowly. Sort of, I can see that. Oh, I can see this kind of loops around, and I'm gonna hug this northern wall, I guess.
Okay.
And then it looks like I've come to some sort of bridge, which is maybe missing, or
Oh yeah, there's you walked all the way over there. Yeah, that's like a deep pool. It's a deeper pool of water. And yeah, there does look like, I guess that is a broken bridge. I thought it was ladders.
Okay.
Either way, it's sort of a deeper pool.
Okay, so I kind of take a look down, but see if there's anything noticeable down in this pool.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Sure. Oh, normal roll. Okay. That should be a 23 also because I have the reliable talent thingy. Or sorry, no, 19, no, 19. Sorry, 19.
Okay. No, it's pretty far down. You can't, and pretty murky. You can't tell what's down there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, I think, leave that for now and keep moving south now. And
Okay.
is this like a cliff or is this a?
No, that's just a small step down if you go to the
Okay.
south.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a short step down here.
Can someone remind me what our expectation is for finding this this tuning fork down here? Like, is it just lying around, do we think? Do we know anything?
Well, actually, Acteon, you had some idea about maybe using your locate object spell.
Well, that's really my question is, is it worth casting locate object right now and seeing what's what?
Well, yeah, that's a good question.
How long does it last? How long
10
does it
minutes.
last?
10 minutes.
That seems like a long time. That could definitely get us pointed in the right direction.
What's the range?
1,000 feet, I believe.
That's pretty far. I mean, I can tell you that as far as I can see down here, I can only see things. I guess I can look ahead about 100 feet or so and see a lot of walls. So I don't know exactly how big this cavern is going to be, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be much larger than 1,000 feet.
Yeah, let me see what the dealio is with this one. Yeah, I think it's probably worth.
In the meantime, if Orb Weaver's going to be going out ahead of us, I'm going to go ahead and cast Protection from Good and Evil on him because that also lasts 10 minutes.
Her, by the way. Yeah.
Her, sorry, I did say her earlier, but I messed up this time. So I'll cast that on her.
Awesome.
All right, so let's see. So I'm going to attempt.
By the
locate-
way, I
You said it.
have a longbow of warning that warns us of danger as well.
Hey, May, zip up your hood for them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What is that? Is that
That's
is that a
awesome.
jacket?
It's
wait for it.
Chewbacca.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it.
well, that's
It's
epic.
amazing.
This is the right
Can't believe
audience
it
for
zips
that.
the
For
whole
sure.
way.
Oh, they can't hear you. They're saying they hate it, and they think it stinks.
No, that's not true.
Why is there bread?
Why is there bread?
Bread's delicious.
Tenzin.
A Wookiee is
Why is there
there.
bread? You read the newspaper. You read one version of the newspaper.
Oh, the bread. Yeah, the bread.
Mhm.
Sounds like there might be multiple papers out there.
There might be.
All right. Anything else?
Bread.
Oh, you all don't have school tomorrow. Yeah. Anything else? All right. Close the door, please. Okay. What were people doing?
I'm about to cast Protection from Good and Evil.
You were
Oh,
doing
no,
I
what?
thought you were doing
Oh, sorry.
locate object.
Locate object, my bad.
Yeah. I did good and evil.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a difference between good and evil and the longbow of warning?
They're completely different.
Big difference. Yeah. Protection
Okay,
from good and
right.
evil just makes it harder for them to hit him or charm him or paralyze him or
Okay.
possess him
But
because he's way out
Okay.
in front of us.
So,
Her.
Hackathon, when you cast locate object, you sense it is to the southeast direction. You don't know how far, but it's to the southeast direction and a little bit lower.
All right.
Okay. And at this point, enough people have stepped into the room that the weapon of warning starts vibrating, or I don't know what it does. What does it do? Well, we got several weapons of warning, and they all
We do.
start flashing.
They all fire off.
So everybody roll initiative.
Roll
Ooh, I
initiative.
get advantage on initiative for that.
Yeah, me too. Which is pretty sweet.
Woohoo! 21.
Should we all add our pronouns to the spreadsheet?
Nerd.
I mean, I'm legit not sure the gender of the party, so in general, so
It's a good idea.
There-
Easily done.
like
I think-
Tenzin is male or female?
Wow.
I think Aaron's the only one trans. Isn't Tenzin a female?
Not true.
Tenzin is male.
Male,
Oh, I
okay,
gotcha.
all right.
I'm sorry.
And Tracy Flick. I learned.
Tracy Flick,
Oh, yeah.
she, her.
All right. Is
I mean,
somebody putting in
yeah.
the initiative or should I do it here? Well,
Nah, somebody's got it. Somebody's doing this.
somebody's doing it. Okay. Thank you, whoever that is.
All right,
Because I
so
did not
I-
know that
Yeah.
Orb Weaver was.
I just rolled and rolled quite well. So I'll need a spot at 22. I'll need a spot at a layer spot at 19.9. I'll need a spot at 18 and a spot at 15.
John, did you roll? Did you roll?
And mine's 21.
Sispin, did you roll?
Yeah, I put it in. It's 21.
Oh, so John's not there.
Yeah, so Snow Dog is at 21 also.
All right.
So, so when when I feel the longbow of warning go off, I take my dagger and I give it to. Hey, Aaron, could you change your name on Zoom just so when I look at you, I remember your name in character? What is it, Orb Weaver?
That sounds like a trick. Don't fall for it.
I know, I have a meeting tomorrow. Okay.
Oh. All right. I'll
Dr.
remember
Orb Weaver to you.
Okay, Dr. Orb Weaver, take my dagger. It has the levitate spell in it in case we need it.
Okay,
Ooh.
thank you.
Cool.
All right. J Batty 1 fires off, huh?
Oh yeah. So I mean, you've noticed things creep and crawl on the ceiling all along. It was not a surprise. But 4 of these things that are spidery start to act. So one of them shoots a web at Orb Weaver. So that is +7 to hit. That is 14 Orb Weaver.
That
Misses.
misses. I'm immune to all spidery things.
What?
Orb Weaver, come on.
Something shoots at Vitor, which is going to miss 17. That misses, right? Something shoots at Obi. That's a critical miss. And something shoots at Matesley. The web shoots at Matesley. Ooh, 18 + 7, Matesley. 25.
Oh, that hits. Oh, yes.
Okay, so a web shoots out, hits Matesley, and pulls him up 50 feet to the ceiling. So Matesley, now you're on the ceiling, and all these things are 50 feet on the ceiling also.
Oh,
Right.
cool.
That's that turn. Somebody needs to be in charge of initiative because I'm not.
Vitor.
So I guess.
Yeah, so I'm
it is
next. What,
Vitor.
what, can I see the things on the ceiling?
Yep, yep.
And what are they?
They're
Spiders.
spidery.
Spidery.
I'll move mates a little bit.
Web probably ineffective. Let's see, I am going to. All right, I'm going to longbow at it, shoot at it with,
Which it?
no, sorry, I'm gonna shoot at the one that just pulled up whoever. Who went up? Obi?
Metzler.
Yeah, your
Metzler.
druid.
Metzley. I'm gonna shoot at the one that
Good choice.
took up that, and with a ray of frost.
Oh, not with a longbow, with Ray Frost.
Ray of frost. Yep.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
20.
Yeah, that hits.
Damage is 13.
Okay.
And what bonus actions do I have? And that is, can I tell where they, oh, there they are. Sorry, I'm going to duck around this corner here. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of hide in that little alcove there. And let's see, Snow Dog. What could Snow Dog do?
Oh yeah, where is Snow Dog? Yeah.
Snow Dog's with, Snow Dog's with me. Can you?
Sure. Yep, I'll put a dot on there. Maybe we'll get something better for him later.
Steel Defender 5E. Gotta remember what he can do. Does he have a? He's not that useful against things that are on the ceiling. So let's see here.
Okay.
Okay, this water that everyone's in here in the middle is deeper, right?
Not much. It's still 1.5 feet or so, but
Oh, okay,
you'll be
so-
moving it. You'll be moving at half speed. So thanks for reminding me.
That's fine, but we can step into it and not like sink.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay.
Snow Dog is going to snarl and bark at the spiders on the ceiling.
Gotcha. Very intimidating. Who's next?
Obi.
Tis.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
Darn it.
tis I. Yeah. So I have my shield and rapier out because that's how I roll. How does that take an action to stow my shield, or can I just kind of like put it aside and get my longbow out with a bonus action, or what? How much time is that going to take to switch out? Like a full
Yeah,
action.
if it wasn't the shield, that would be much easier call to make.
So I'll do an action to stow my shield, rapier, and get out my longbow.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot when I say it like that. But then I'll do a bonus action. No, I'm not. I guess that doesn't actually help to do any other bonus actions.
Tell you
so
what, I'll let you do all that, but you only get 1 attack and not 2.
Take it.
It's fine. I'm just gonna do that. That's how I roll is
Okay.
melee. But I'm gonna bust out my longbow and I'm gonna stay where I'm at, getting ready to attack.
Okay.
Just
Your armor class
next
just
turn, your hose though.
your armor class goes
did.
down by 2, right?
Correct.
Blair is next,
Oh, nothing happens there.
and then Metzley.
All right. I am going to try to attack the thing that has me. Am I grappled?
I guess
Or
you're grappled and being held up on the ceiling.
Okay, I'm going to try to poke it with my rapier.
Okay.
Mhm.
So try that and roll 20.
Jay, what ceiling height did you say?
50 feet.
50. All right. Wow.
So that's 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Their armor class is 14.
14. Okay, cool. So let's do just this number. Yay, that's 4 points.
Okay.
Did it happen to let me go? Okay.
Next is Betty number 2.
Okay. At this point, not Trace, the two brothers feel something wrapping around their legs. And something wrapping around their legs, like as if they're in a trash compactor.
Mhm.
And
Don't you think we already tried it? It's magnetic
see.
field.
This is against you, AJ. Ooh, that's a crit. Okay. So something wraps itself around you, pulls you under, so you get 20 points of bludgeoning damage. You're laying under this, you're laying prone under this 1.5 feet of water, and it's wrapped around you, and you're grappled and restrained.
20 points. Lord,
Mhm.
have mercy.
And I need you to roll me a concentration check for your locate object.
All right.
That's Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
You're going for a 10.
Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Let it go. Did that do it? Well, I sure wasted that. 24.
Okay. Then
I'm super
something's
concentrating.
going after Zeron. Well, you need to locate this object. That's not going to succeed. Yeah, that's a 10 in total. So I'm sure that doesn't succeed. Okay.
That is not.
So Zeron, you dance out of the way of this snake-like creature while your brother gets pulled under the water.
Action!
All right. Next.
Okay, that's Orb Weaver. So she's gonna take out her crossbow and steadily aim at whatever is grappling Actaeon. Can I see enough to shoot it or not?
I would say no. I mean,
Okay,
can
in
you
that
even see
case-
Actaeon?
Sorry, I thought I could, but maybe not anymore.
I mean,
He's kind of
Actaeon.
around the corner.
Oh,
No,
sorry, I thought this was Actaeon. Sorry, that's Bytor. Was that Bytor?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm going to
Bytor.
say
I'm sorry.
I'm in the
Okay,
corner.
yeah, no. And where's my dino friend? Is that this guy?
You can't
no,
really
you
see
also
him
can't
either.
see that.
Okay, so I see a spider here and I see a spider here.
Mm-hmm.
I will shoot this spider here
Okay.
and I will
Give me a shot.
carefully do it without moving. So I get my
Gotcha.
steady aim thingy.
You get your advantage. Okay.
Yeah. And
That
I got
hits.
23 and I get the sneak attack, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. Okay, yeah. That doesn't kill it, but it's looking really bad.
Okay.
And then do you have some sort of special thing you do?
I have a special thing that I can do if there's something else that is close to it.
Within 30 feet?
30 feet, man.
Is it 30 feet?
Looks like it. Just.
Okay. Then I can use my whales from the grave, which then does an additional
3d6.
3d6 both to the first thing and I think anything that's within 30 feet of it.
I think it's
thought
just
it
the second one, no?
I thought it was just one.
No. Oh, sorry. No, yeah, not till I get 17th
Yeah.
level to the other one. So yeah, I'll do the wills to the grave thing.
All right, give me 3d6.
Boom. Did it do
Okay.
that? 10 points.
All right.
So it's pondering its mortality.
I suppose it is. Okay.
That's it for me.
Who's next?
Actaeon.
Looks like I've got to try and free myself from this thing, yes? Well, I can't strike it while both prone and wrapped up. So what's required to free myself?
I mean, you could with disadvantage, or you can give me an athletics check. DC, I don't know, 14? I mean,
Athletics
it's
check.
totally 14.
Yes, I can do an athletics check. Let's do that. I happen to be pretty good at that. Not good enough.
Some days,
Ah,
some
boy.
days.
It doesn't really matter what I
+6
said
just
it
doesn't
was,
do it
does it?
today. All right, well.
Now
there you
Jay
go.
batting number 3. Oh, unless you have any bonus action. Sorry.
Bonus actions, I don't believe I do. Not when I'm underwater and held in strangles.
Nothing else comes up at the moment.
Okay, then it's Xeron, the sorcerer.
So I don't love things that I can't really see trying to grab me around the ankles. And I just saw my brother get pulled underwater. So I'm going to cast Mirror Image,
Okay.
which causes duplicates of me to appear all in my space and hopefully helps my chances of not being attacked by this thing.
Okay.
So.
You do anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think yeah, and I don't have any bonus actions I want to take. And if I move, I would get attacked, right? I'm not taking the disengage, so.
Okay.
Jay, I can't Misty Step out of a grapple.
Sure you could.
You
Oh, I
100% can.
Do you want to do
Yeah.
that instead?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that's fine. So use your, all right, so you Misty Step.
Yeah.
That's a bonus
where are you
action
going?
too.
Oh, is that a bonus action? So I do it to
All
try
right,
and,
so let's start your turn over then. So you're going to start by Misty Stepping?
yeah, I'll Misty Step there.
Okay.
Doink.
And then we cannot see these, or we know where they are enough to attack them.
You know where they are enough to attack them, yeah.
All right, let's hit this bad boy that's in the water there.
Okay.
And let me find my weapon here. Hit him with the halberd. 15.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. Then I do 1d10 plus 2 plus 4 radiant. So 9
Okay.
points of damage.
Okay.
That's better than laying on the water.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
So-
we're back to the spiders.
So we've gone through the whole initiative?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. This
What about Xeron?
he
Oh, I
he,
can't-
he cast it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
cast Mirror Image.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, got it.
All right. So the spider that is holding your druid is going to try to web him more solidly to the ceiling. So that's a natural one. It's not used to victims that fight back. Okay.
Huh.
This other one, they don't see any need to move where they are. So this other one, they're going to keep doing what they did before. Shoot at Obi. That's probably a fail. 14 Obi.
Miss.
Shoot at Orb Weaver. That's a 23 Orb Weaver.
That certainly hits.
Okay, so Orb Weaver is pulled 50 feet to the ceiling and grappled.
Now those I should ask, those are not demonic or anything, they're just spiders.
They're just spiders.
Okay.
And this one is going for Bitor. 18 Bitor misses, I think.
Misses.
Okay, so that's their turn.
Misses.
Do I take damage as well? I'm sorry.
Nope, you don't.
Take 6
They're
points
just
of malicious
beasts. They're not aberrations or fae or fiends or
Correct.
undead. Got it.
All right, Bytor.
Okay, another, I think it's time for another. Let's see, what can do most damage? Another ray of frost shooting at the one that I shot at before.
Was that was the one holding holding Meatsley, right?
Meatsley.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, go ahead.
Yep. 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Damage is 11.
Okay.
How's it looking?
It's definitely wounded, but it's still in the fight.
All right. And I'm going to send so these layers that are next to Tracy Fink and Acleon, I'm still getting the names down. Those are on the ground, right?
Yeah, they're swimming in the water. They're like eels, giant eels.
Okay.
Screaming eels.
So I'm gonna send my Steel Defender over there, since that's something that he can do something about.
Okay.
Steel Defender is
How fast can you go?
moves at 40 feet, so he's gonna dash over there to get all the way.
All right, so he's going
And-
at half speed, but he's going to dash, so that'll work out.
Generous.
Yeah.
Okay, and so he's next to
Okay.
them and is going to, has no other action, right? Because he dashed. But
Yep.
he's going to be there, and he will be there to deflect attack on the one that is closest to my colleagues.
Okay. Great.
All right.
So now,
Next up,
with-
sorry.
yeah, so with my bow out, I'm going to use a bonus action to focus the energy of the planes on the one you just dotted that has, oh no, that's, you
Gotcha.
just did that to Metzley. But I'm
This is
going
Snow
to
Dog,
focus
by the
on
way.
Metzley's assailant
Mhm.
with a longbow strike.
Ooh,
Probably
yeah.
hits
Yeah.
and does 5 damage. Plus, I guess I got to roll this manually.
It's tough.
Plus 6 for the extra thing, and
Yeah.
then I will. It is
It's dead. Hmm.
nice, and I will teleport 10 feet, shoot another arrow at.
Oh, that doesn't have to be
One.
melee attack?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
you can. Yeah, it's actually before every attack, so I guess I could have teleported before that last attack, but I didn't really need to. But I'm just going to teleport just because it looks cool and it makes me feel awesome. And I will attack the
okay.
one that has Orb Weaver
Okay.
and I guess miss 12.
Correct. You miss.
And then my other feature that I have says when I attack 2 different creatures, then I get a 3rd attack. So then I
Okay.
will teleport. Say what?
Oh, I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was in
then
a
I
very
will-
judgmental way.
Right, because I'm kind of hogging all this action. So then I'm shooting at the one that's northeast of me with a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Come on, finish the job. Shoot it.
And I get 10 piercing damage to that one.
Okay, cool.
And I'm done with my actions. Although I could move a little, but I'm not going to. I'm happy just floating around like this.
Layer action,
Nothing.
Metzley.
Okay, Metzley is going to cast Summon Animals.
Okay,
Oh, sorry,
so
Conjure Animals.
I'll start by saying you're on, well, a couple things. You're on the ceiling.
Right.
The thing holding you is dead. So,
Am I falling?
no, you're not falling. No.
Then I think I've got a plan for that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Conjure Animals
Okay.
to create a plesiosaurus in the water and command it to attack the eels.
Is that like a big water dinosaur?
Yes,
Okay.
and I have all the stats for it.
Okay. Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
And then bonus wild shape. I'm going to turn into a Quetzalcoatlus,
All
which I
right.
also have stats for.
Okay. Okay. So you're turning into a flying dinosaur, and
Yes.
all right. So let's now have the water dinosaur attack.
Oh, does it get to attack you? Or it's oh, awesome, fantastic. All right.
Yeah, I'll just have it follow you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so the plesiosaurus bites one of the things.
Okay.
So that is a 17 plus 6 is 23
That's a hit. Yep.
for 3d6 plus 4. Let's do that and roll 20. Okay, for 14.
Okay, great. That's its whole turn.
Yeah, and I'm huge now.
Okay.
Eels.
Okay. All right. So this one's gonna go after actually, this one's gonna go after the steel defender because it really
Which one is that?
sorry, the one on the bottom. Yeah, it's gonna go after Xeron. It likes meat, not metal. That's a 25 against Xeron.
Whenever it attacks Xeron, it provokes an opportunity attack from me.
Okay. All right.
So I'll let you resolve its attack, I guess, and then.
Wait. Remember, Jay, that's the one. Is it the one?
Oh, the
within
steel defender is going to make me roll
Defender
disadvantage. Okay, sure.
Yep.
So I roll with disadvantage. All right, that's still 15 plus 7, 22 against Xeron.
Yeah, it hits, but it's not actually me. It's one of my
Good call.
Decepticons.
Okay, so it
which
takes
vanishes.
out one of your mirror images, and then Action, want to give me a
Only a 9. The rolls are not great right now.
okay. And then the other one goes for you, Action,
Mm.
and that rolled badly, so it missed.
Okay.
And then you hear the water stir and 2 more appear near Vitor and Obi. The one next to Obi misses, I assume, 15 Obi. And the one next to Vitor also misses. Okay. All right, so that's their turn.
Okay, so then it's Orb Weaver, who I believe is stuck to the ceiling in somebody's web.
Yep.
And I think this is the one that I clocked pretty good last time. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty unhealthy.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try and stab it with my rapier.
Okay.
And it would normally be with disadvantage, I guess. Is that right? Am I restrained?
No, you're just grappled.
Then I'm gonna stay here very still so I have advantage.
You're gonna do your aim. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna steadily aim my
Well, I know how this is gonna end.
with a dead spider, I'm hoping. And then so let's see. Sorry, I need to figure out what I need to click here. Roll 20. Sorry. Boom. Okay. Good thing I had the advantage actually.
Okay. Yep.
And it's a dead spider.
Dead. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to. Oh, I forgot to say that last time when I used my whales from the grave, I crushed one of these soul trinkets that I have. Because that's one of the ways I can activate whales from the grave.
Okay.
And now when the spider dies, I can create a soul. Yeah, I can get one back for a sort of. I can make a trinket manifest.
I'll take your word for it on that.
I just have to be within 30 feet of whatever dies, basically.
Okay.
So that happens. Though I don't remember. Shoot, I'm sorry. I don't remember if that takes a bonus action or something.
Right.
Well,
you work on that.
Because the other thing I would love to do, if I still have anything left over, is I'd like to activate the levitate thing in the dagger. But maybe that can wait for next turn.
Yeah, and I don't know if that takes an action.
I think it probably does.
Yeah, it takes you an action to
Okay,
cast the levitate.
great. So I'll get my
Okay.
soul trinket and I'll be just
And
chilling
you're
on the.
hanging up on the ceiling. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right, my turn. I get 2 attacks. I'm gonna hit this eel that's right there in between all of us.
Okay.
So first attack. Woo-doo. That's not what I wanted. Did I do it? Hit it
Yes, you hit it.
and damage. Okay, 14.
Okay.
Second attack.
Hit it.
19 hits it. Second damage.
Okay, it's dead.
There we go. All right, cool.
All right.
Jay, Batty 3.
Okay. So at this point, these other things appear out of the water.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So Polearm Master allows me to make a bonus attack. Can I make it against this other creature, or is it only against the creature I've been hitting?
I'll need you to tell me that.
It doesn't say. It just says
I think it's
when
anybody.
you take the attack action, attack only with a halberd. You can take a bonus action to make a melee attack at the opposite end of the weapon. So I
Okay,
assume
yeah. Yeah.
I can hit that one.
Yes.
All right, well, let's hit it.
12 does not
That's a
hit.
miss. Yep. All right, cool.
Everything's armor class is 14.
Cool.
Okay. So at this point, these large amphibious things come up out of the water. And one of them takes a shot at you, Obi. Yeah, that's a 26.
Hit.
Okay. So take 15 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled and restrained as it has you in its mouth. Okay. And one of them goes for you, Akaton. That's 24.
Well, that's going to hit.
You take 15 points of damage, and you're grappled and restrained.
15 points of damage. All right,
And then you need to do me a concentration check.
sure thing. Hold on. So first 15 points of damage. And then a concentration check, which you said was Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. Just barely.
All right.
Okay. How about if I make it so everyone can see the screen now? Because I don't think there are any surprises for the people who are in there. How about that?
Sounds good.
Can everybody see it?
Yep.
All right. Who's next?
Xeron. So Xeron is going to I think Xeron's going to attack this eel that's still next to him. It's going to cast Chill Touch. Yeah,
Okay.
do Chill Touch. And only get a 12.
That misses. Anything else?
Nope, not at the moment.
Okay.
All right, remaining spiders.
Remaining spiders. Well, you say remaining spiders, but whoops.
Oh, there are 2.
A couple more spiders start crawling out of the woodworks.
Man,
So we've got 4 spiders at the moment. This one, it's not going to go to the dinosaur. This one is going to crawl up here, try to hit Obi. That's a 23, Obi.
That's a hit.
All right, so you are pulled up to the ceiling.
Right? Wasn't I grappled and restrained by that other thing?
Yep, but now you have forced movement, so
So I guess I'm not
Close you
grappled
up.
and restrained.
I guess not.
All right.
Uh,
And the spiders on the ceiling kind of near me?
Well, okay, hold on. So you were hit by the eel thing?
No, the new
Oh,
thing that came up.
the amphibian. Okay. Yeah, okay, so never mind. The spider's not gonna mess with that. Spider's gonna go over, it's gonna shoot at Bytor, actually. Miss.
Bytor.
The other one's gonna shoot at Bytor. He's covered in armor. It's a miss. This one's gonna try to get Orb Weaver down to where it is, 24 Orb Weaver.
That certainly hits, yeah.
All right, so you get pulled across the ceiling towards it.
I'm still on the ceiling, but now by a spider. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And this spider is gonna go for Hackathon and miss. Okay,
Wait, which one's coming for me?
this one up top.
Now, does that come within my 10-foot range where I can sentinel?
No,
and
it's
hit?
on the ceiling, 50 feet.
Oh, so it's like shooting a web down. It's not coming down to get.
Yeah, all the spiders are 50 feet above you shooting webs down.
I didn't get that. All right, cool.
Who's next?
It
By
is me.
Tor.
So I've got a nice little bowling alley kind of angle here where things are kind of lined up. I just not sure vertically. So I'm thinking of using my caustic brew, Tasha's caustic brew, which is
Ooh, nice.
a line of acid that goes 30 feet.
Yeah.
Can I get all 4 of these creatures, or can I only get?
Well,
Can
the
I go
spider.
like that? Can you see the arrow?
Yeah, I'll just say the spiders are on the ceiling, so not them, but you can
Okay.
get the eels and the big frog thing.
Okay, then I'm going to go for going to do that 3rd level since they're all in a row here,
Okay.
and that is Tasha's caustic brew, 30 feet long, 5 feet wide. Each one must succeed on a dex saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration.
Okay. All right, I'll start at the left. That's failure. Then the giant frog, that's a failure. And then the one right next to you, a 1 and a, okay, natural 1. All right. They all fail. So they're all covered in acid and they'll take
Okay.
damage on their turn, is that right?
Yeah, 4d4
Okay,
at the start of each of their turns.
good to know.
And I am, what is next to me? What do I see these eels do?
You
Grab
still
you and
can,
suck you under.
yeah,
What do they do?
Grab you and pull you under.
it's the
Oh.
classic
Trash compactor.
trash compactor move.
Got it. Okay, so I'm not going to, I guess I'm not going to create an opportunity for an opportunity attack. So I will stay where I am, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but okay. And my steel defender is going to attack the
Attack the eel.
player next to the
Yep.
eel next to Tracy Flick,
Go ahead.
and that is a there's my plus D4 melee weapon attack plus D4. I guess why is this not working?
It is working. It's appearing over and over and over. You got a 17, so you hit. What's the
Oh, it
damage?
is. Okay. Damage is
4. Okay. Cool.
Time for a layer action.
Nobody's underwater, so nothing.
Okay.
Oh, isn't it my turn though? I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole's in
Um,
charge. Don't usurp Nicole's power.
I thought you, okay, my bad. So I'm so
Um,
sorry.
Usurped a long time ago. That's okay.
All right. Clearly, my protection from good and evil spell is not really helping Orb Weaver out. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast a different concentration spell to cast haste on myself.
Ooh, okay.
And then,
Now you're being grappled by the giant frog at the moment. Grappled and restrained.
right, right. But I should still be able to, with my, when I take the attack action, can teleport. So that's only when I take the attack action. Like with haste, I get another little mini action.
Yeah, so you could do one attack.
But that, and so can I teleport with that attack, or only if I were to take the attack action? Does it? Either way, I could just bonus action Misty Step, and
Okay.
then take one more swing at, or then shoot at it because I have my bow out.
You
I'll
cast
do that.
haste though. No, you cast haste. You
Oh,
can't.
oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. So I guess it just depends on if I could do that or not. So probably then.
Sounds like it's a no. It sounds like it's when you take
Yeah.
the attack action.
So then I'll draw my sword, and then I will get my free little haste attack on it with disadvantage because I'm restrained.
Yeah.
But I can bonus action focus the power of the planes on it or whatever. Bonus action. Disadvantages. There we go. Ooh, 13 to hit probably doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Okay. Then I am done.
Okay.
Okay, lair action.
Yeah, nothing. Nobody's underwater.
Then I, as a Quetzalcoatlus, am going to fly and attack. I'm going to attempt to bite the frog thing to the north of me.
Okay.
So let me move. And so that bite is going to be a 21.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, and it is it's a diving attack. So that's 66 plus 4. No, 66 plus 2. 24 points of damage.
Okay, on the frog. Okay, great.
And the plesiosaur will attack whatever squid thing it's eel it's closest to.
Okay, yep. All right, give me attack.
Okay. That's 6.
That hits.
All right, and
Give me
that
damage.
is a okay, so 15.
Okay. So can people, when we have the initiative, can people say who's up and then who's next? Because I have no idea where things stand.
It's the eels with Orb Reaver next.
Okay, great. So the eels, this eel is going to swim over to Vitor. So 2 eels are going to try to attack Vitor. The highest being 23, Vitor. Sisman, does a 23 hit?
He's muted.
Mute.
23 hits?
Sorry, yes, it hits.
Okay.
Yep.
So you take 13 bludgeoning damage as it wraps around you and pulls you under the water. And you are grappled and restrained. And then this eel up here is joined by 4 other eels. So one on the bottom is going to go for Tracy. I guess a disadvantage.
Question about opportunity attacks. I've just been reading it. Those aren't limited to 1 a turn. You get an opportunity attack each time. Is that right?
It's a
Takes your
reaction. So
It takes your reaction, so it's just 1. Okay.
once every cycle.
Once every cycle.
When your
all right.
turn comes around again, you can do an opportunity attack again.
All right.
So the first one's going to go for Tracy with disadvantage. So that's a miss.
I'm gonna hit
Second
that one with an opportunity attack then,
Okay, go ahead.
since it hit someone else other than me. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Did that hit? 24?
Yes, very much.
A very solid, palpable hit.
Hmm.
All right, and for
16 points.
16.
Okay, that's solid. All right. Second one's going to go for Tracy. That's a miss. Third one's going to go for Tracy, except something I can reach. That's a miss. Fourth one's going to go for Tracy. Wow. These things are supposed to be scary. This one's going to go for Acteon. 17 Acteon. Does that hit?
Naturally.
It does?
Yeah.
I thought you were a paladin, man. All
I
right.
know,
doesn't
but
have a
my
shield.
AC is only 16. I don't know why.
Okay. So yeah, you take
I think you need better armor.
you take
or a
13
shield.
points of damage and you are grappled and restrained and you're laying in the water.
I have whatever the best armor I could find. What do I have?
Yeah, but I guess he doesn't have a shield. Good point, because he's got a two-handed weapon. So
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, okay.
So you're grappled and
so-
restrained and laying in the water.
Give me the damage again. I'm sorry, Jay.
13.
13. Remember that time I died from just eels?
Remember that time you sat there and that eels keep attacking you?
You know, Acteon, you need to get Bytor to like bless your
What?
infuse your shield and weaponry in the future. Sorry, just for future note.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stab this spider that's next to me.
Hey, 1 second. Jay, did you take damage for the eel that has acid on it?
I did not. Thank you. That
44.
eel. Okay. Oh, cool. Can you roll that? Because I'm lazy.
Sure.
That's 2 eels, I think.
10.
10. Okay.
No, there
Great.
was just one. There was one eel, one amphibian, and another eel that I think is now dead anyway.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
it's
try
the
and
one that was next to me that is 10. That has
Okay. Who's next?
I'm gonna stab the spider
Okay.
that is next to me on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna do it with steady hands, aiming for its most vulnerable spot.
Yep, that hits.
And I have done 40 points of damage to that
Ooh.
sport spider.
Splat.
Yeah. All right. You pierce it.
Okay. Um,
Still
And-
sort of awkwardly on the ceiling.
and there's no when you say something within 30 feet, that's 3-dimensionally, right? So since nothing would be 30 feet of me because I'm on the ceiling, right?
Nothing's within 30 feet, period.
Okay.
Oh,
very
I
good.
see. I see. Whoops. Yeah. Correct.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm done. I will figure out my way off the ceiling next turn.
Okay. Who's up next?
When's
That's
next?
me. That's me. Hmm. I like the way, Jay, you say I'm standing here getting hit like I have a choice.
Actually, you're wrapped up underwater,
Right,
being crushed.
right. That is true. But I'm just trying to think, like, once I free myself from that, what other options do I have?
Do you have like a yellow circle, kind of light yellow circle around you? Do you have some sort of aura on?
I have 2 auras on. One prevents fear and one prevents magical damage. That's
Gotcha.
Aura of warding and some other aura.
And
Aura
something
of
else.
courage and aura of protection, sorry. Yeah. Warding, courage, and protection are all within that space. But none of that's affecting water eels. All right. Yeah, I really don't know what to do about this. All right, so I'm gonna again attempt a Misty Step
Okay.
to there probably. And let's us do a blinding smite on one of these new eels. I'm tired of getting hit by eels.
Okay.
All right, so first I suppose I cast that spell, correct?
Actually, that's a bonus action. You just use your bonus action to teleport, right?
I did. So casting a spell is a bonus action?
Or casting those spells are bonus actions.
Ah, well then. All right, well then I'll just go for straight up bashing with a halberd.
Okay.
Twice.
Yeah, I get 2 hits. So 23.
Mm-hmm.
And damage for that is something like this. 16.
Yeah, okay.
Strike number 2. 24, lordy.
Okay.
And for 13.
Okay.
And that's afraid all we're doing.
Okay.
Pretty good.
The amphibians.
Jay, start with the amphibian that got the acid attack.
Yeah, okay. Give
34.
me 44.
Yep.
Give me 44 damage, please. 9. Okay.
9.
All right. So the one that has OB in its mouth then tries to swallow him. 26 OB.
Sorry.
Hit.
Right. This enlarged mouth swallows OB.
Ouch.
So he goes under. So he goes, it swallows him. You see OB just go down this big thing's gullet. OB, it's pretty dark in there. It's
Any
pretty
damage
nasty.
associated with that or not yet?
Not yet. All right. This one is going to try to bite Matesley. That's pretty big, actually. It's gonna try to bite Matesley and fail. And then 2 more are going to swim up. One's going to be next to Acteon, and one's going to be just sort of floating out in the middle. You see them pop their heads up.
Yeah, these
Okay,
things.
the one that's swimming up to me,
Yeah,
since I can see it swimming up, I assume, right?
you can. Yeah.
I'm going to
You can-
stop it at its full distance
Okay.
if I can hit it.
Sure. Yeah, give me a hit. Yeah.
Tw-
Okay,
23?
it stops 10 feet away from you and give me damage.
8.
Okay. Who's next?
Xeron.
All right. I'm not liking these things surrounding me, so I'm actually going to move first,
Okay.
understanding that probably is going to provoke
5 opportunity
opportunity.
attacks.
Well, if I successfully move, I mean, if I well,
Let's see. You've got your mirror image on, so
I have
see.
my mirror image on.
what's your armor class, please?
14.
Three of them hit.
Say that again.
3 of them hit. So
Three
I
of them
guess
hit.
the first 2, I don't think that's how
So-
mirror image works, but certainly one of them hit, right? One of them really hit.
One of them really hit. Then I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield.
Oh, okay.
which gives me a +5 bonus to AC.
Yeah, the highest would be an 18.
Yep, that does not hit then.
Okay, so you cast shield and you got away. Great.
Okay.
And you've still got your mirror
And-
images floating around you.
And then I'm going to cast for my action. I'm going to cast Chain Lightning.
All right.
So this gets, it's a Dex saving throw.
Okay. What are you hitting with it?
It's going to hit. I'm gonna hit. Which of the? I think it was this eel was actually there before,
Mm-hmm.
not one of the new ones. I'm gonna hit. Actually, I'm gonna hit that guy as my primary.
Okay.
Do you want me to do the damage rolls separately, or do we just do it
No,
once?
Just do it once.
All right.
These aren't electric eels, are they?
So how many do you hit in total?
4.
Okay.
Darn now.
right.
But 2 of them are going to be the frogs.
Oh, okay. So Dex saves, pass, fail, fail. What's your DC?
17.
Fail. 3 of them failed. I'll say that the 2 eels and the frog failed.
Okay.
That's 31
30.
damage. So this eel is definitely dead. This eel is down to not very many. This frog is still in good shape, but it's going to take 30 points of damage. And this frog is going to take 15 points of damage. Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Spiders.
Okay, this guy's underwater. This guy's being eaten by a frog. Tracy's sort of the best target at this point. So the spiders crawl over here. It's not Tracy, it's Xeron. Xeron, 2 webs are gonna fly at you. 19, Xeron.
Sorry?
19, does that hit?
That does, but it hits the
Actually, I think we have to roll and see if it does.
I did. I
Yeah.
rolled a 14.
Oh, okay, great. All right. And what was the other web again? Okay, I'll say that was a miss. And any other spiders? Okay, I'll say that's all the spiders for now. Well, no, I'll say another spider crawls from the ceiling around here. Well, actually, there was one up here. So the spiders are just crawling around on the ceiling, looking for food. All right, next.
So it's my turn.
Okay,
Jay, I have yeah, what were you going to say?
have we had the layer action yet recently?
No, it's coming up after me.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you're underwater getting wrapped up by an eel. Bye, Tor.
Yeah, so I have a glaive that has a range of 10 feet. Can I hit both of these eels that are next to me?
Sure, it'll be with disadvantage because you're underwater being grappled right now.
Yeah. Okay. How do I do? Roll 2d20 KL.
KL1.
Is that it? KL1 plus 9.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then just hit the up arrow and do it again. You gonna hit both of them?
Thank you. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, both hit.
15.
All right. Give me damage.
Sweet. All right. Damage for both is, there's 1, 9,
Okay.
and the second is 7.
Okay.
And do they let me go when I slash them?
Nope. Nope. They just hug you a little
Okay.
tighter.
Wishful thinking. Okay. And is there any bonus action I can do? Oh, yes. I actually I cast branding smite on that.
Okay, you should say that
So
first, but okay.
I get,
All right.
yeah. Sorry,
That's fine.
It's weird because it's a bonus action, but
But you do it
think of
first. Yeah.
second. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
give me
cast,
some fire damage for that.
2d6.
I think that's probably only the first one, but okay, give me 2d6.
Okay.
Ooh,
There's 3 and 11.
I think it's just the first one. But,
Okay.
I don't know.
3.
Okay,
3.
all right. So now are we to layer action?
Yes.
No.
Nope.
Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Nicole's in
That's so
charge.
exciting.
Nicole's in
so-
charge.
So yeah, so I'm in its gullet. Do I take acid damage on the first start of my turn or what?
Yes, you do. You take 5 points of acid damage at the start of your turn.
And I make a Constitution saving throw
No,
think
you
it's
just
11.
take 5 points of acid damage. Oh, to keep your concentration?
for
Okay.
my concentration on haste.
Okay, all right.
And so then I am hasted still. I'm gonna cast Booming Blade, and I'm gonna strike with my rapier with disadvantage because I'm restrained internally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna still nail it.
Okay.
So I'll do this much damage, 13 plus I bonus actioned my focusing the planar energy on it. So I get Booming Blade 2d8 plus 2d8 from my other thing. So 13 extra damage.
All right. You deal so much force that you just get regurgitated out of its mouth.
Nice.
Is
And I
it
actually have
dead or
one
is it he's
more.
just escaped?
Is it dead? I don't think so.
Okay, it was just indigestion.
Yeah.
Right. And I get one more hasted action to swing my sword at the 22, not disadvantaged that time for
Okay.
9 more
Okay.
damage.
Mm-hmm. All right. Still going. These things are tough.
So that's 26, 35 total. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I don't want to move away because I don't want to get opportunity attack. I'll stay.
And now it's the lair.
Okay. Vitor, since you're being held underwater, these little piranha type fish come and bite and give you 5 points of damage.
Oh,
That was it.
Yeah. Not very exciting for having a whole layer action set up, is it?
in some cultures, that's part of like a massage treatment.
Yeah, those fish.
Okay, the Quetzalcoatlus is going to do another dive attack at this frog thing right next to him.
Okay.
So 24.
Oh,
Yep.
Crit.
Critical. Okay.
Okay, so double my dice. Really?
Yep.
That's
Pretty great.
like double the number of dice or just multiply times 2?
multiply.
Good.
All right, let me
I
see
don't
how
care.
that works. 54 points.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, that kills it.
Woohoo.
Dang.
Natural
All right.
predator.
Plesiosaurus is going to do something similar with the, well, I hope, with the thing right next to it. So it's going to go 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That does a 16
Okay.
on the eel. Okay, done.
I think that eel is no, that wasn't one that got hit by lightning. So okay.
Okay, eels.
So
Eels. Okay, so one of them's gonna go after Xeron.
Moving across the steel defender, does it get an attack on it?
Misses. No, it didn't leave the steel defender.
Actually, I don't think that one's gonna go after my brother. When it tries to leave my space, I'm gonna do an opportunity attack on it
Okay, go ahead.
and stop it cold.
Go ahead.
Okay,
When you hit.
20,
Okay, yep.
and damage looks like this. 14,
Okay,
and it stays put.
all right. Then these 3 eels are gonna go after Akaton.
Yeah, Whoops.
2 misses and 1 critical hit.
all right.
So you again get wrapped up like a python, and you get 10 damage, and you're
10 damage?
grappled and restrained. Yep.
10 damage. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool.
Jay, did you do the acid damage again?
Oh, nope. Okay. Should we call it
The one
10?
closest to me.
Okay.
11 this time.
11 is
Okay. I think that one's taking a lot of damage. All right, Ed.
Okay, I think that's me. So I am on the ceiling, but I guess I could still see plenty of things to shoot at, which is all I really want to do anyway. So I think I'm just gonna chill out up here and shoot at stuff. So I'm gonna shoot at I guess the eel that's next to Bytor.
By the way, Jay, I lost concentration on my locate spell.
Okay.
Well, that's a bummer. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot the eel, and I'm
Okay.
gonna do a crap ton of damage to it, 30 points of damage,
Yeah. That's dead.
and I will go ahead and use whales from the grave on the froggy that's next to Obi-Wan
Okay.
for 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Action.
Oh boy, so now I gotta actually try and escape. So what is actually trying to escape look like?
You use an
Athletics?
athletics check. Yeah.
All right,
DC.
18.
Yeah. Okay. You break free.
I pop up out of the water, no happier. And so is that a bonus action or is that an action, Jay?
That's an action.
Okay, and do I get an attack still, or is that the whole thing?
That's your whole action.
All right, then there I am.
Ta-da.
Fat, dumb, and happy.
Amphibian.
Frogs. Yeah. Can I take a pause? Because I'm going to need a minute. I gotta say. All right. Can we take a break?
Yeah, you gotta go take a dump or something?
I gotta go remove somebody's appendix. No, I've got to.
It's like 45 seconds. Just
We've heard that one before.
Remember when I said if I plan a lot, we'll see if it goes better or worse. I think we know the answer to that question. So, yeah, let me just take a walk.
I think we broke Jay.
I think we broke Jay. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah,
Well, we
considering-
didn't break Jay. We were just like listening, basically.
Considering for what it's worth, my dude's about to die.
How close are you?
We'll get
AJ?
him. We'll get him free.
23.
3.
Can you lay your hands on yourself?
23, man. That's solid.
I've taken 20, 15, 13, and 10 though. So the fact that I've
Yeah,
got
but Joe's right. You can cast lay hands on yourself, right? What's that?
can
Is that
I?
a
Maybe we
Yeah.
need like a vice Jay. Is there like such thing as an assistant DM or something that can?
I think
relieve
with
him
this
from
big
time
a
to
group,
time?
he probably could use some help.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point, Evan.
I
That's a
don't
good
know
point.
if I can lay hands on myself. I think it's someone
You-
else.
I'm pretty sure you can.
You can?
Dude, you can lay hands on yourself. Come on. You do
No
it
one's
all
watching.
the time.
No one's watching.
Not AJ. Yeah, they're talking to the wrong person.
That's true. Good point. Sorry, wrong guy.
That's right. Wow. Well, if I can, then I might be able to survive this. But right now, things look grim for old Acteon.
That's right. I got Revivify. Clear.
Yeah,
And
that's perfect. So Nicole, why is your background bread? Did you say that already? Did I miss the
The
intro?
flower shortage.
Because there is a bread shortage in town.
Menzo, it's
Should
part of
read the
Jay's
newspaper.
plot.
Wait, bread shortage in.
In Jay's
Menzo
story.
Verizon.
There's a Verizon.
Did
Oh,
you-
right. Oh, right. Okay, I'm sorry. That's very. Oh, wow. That's very. Oh, nice. Okay, awesome.
So
And
can
Joe,
someone,
what is your background? It's like very ominous.
I'm sorry, you're talking to me?
Yeah. What's your background?
It's Menzo Verizon from the internet.
Oh, damn.
Sweet.
You guys are so like on point. Look at that. It's good to bring in new blood, right?
I was gonna say number of
They like-
backgrounds
they
that
like-
we have used.
They like pay attention and shit.
I know. In one whole year, in 1+ year, number of backgrounds on related to plot used by 8 of us, 0.
0. You guys are good. I like
Evan's
it.
Evan's got something that's, looks suitably,
He does. His is creepy
Yes.
too. It's like with the
Subterranean.
like.
It's
Yeah,
very
that looks like kind of where you guys were fighting just now with the water and the dripping and the. Yeah, that's good. That's excellent.
Evan, is there a
I think I
spider
might have
overhead?
inspired Jay a little bit with this picture.
You're gonna pat yourself on the back just a little bit. Nice.
Did I miss anything else exciting while I was gone?
You know, the
Oh,
above ground team, the team in the city, we like didn't respond fast enough to some prompt about disturbance at the bakery, and then we just got bypassed.
Yeah.
I
He
was
just
well,
zoomed right by us.
confused. I didn't know if it
So-
was just the 3 of you. I was just confused.
it was.
Yeah,
just-
I was a little confused too. So I guess we should have been maybe a little more proactive, but we just got sidelined. So no, we've just been listening to the other team fight lots of.
it's been. I'm actually glad. I'm enjoying listening.
I'll say I thought the fight was going to go a lot quicker than it has. So I'm going to.
So you're saying you are extremely disappointed in the performance of the underground team.
No, I'm extremely
Yeah.
disappointed in the DM's performance. But I think I can help. I mean, I'm not supposed to tell you what to do, but then again, you're gonna be fighting frogs for the next 5 hours. So,
We could run and get the stupid thing and get out of here, is what he's saying.
But you don't know where it is, right?
Oh.
They
It's
have
to
a
the
general-
southeast
To the southeast and
and
down.
down a little bit. So,
all right.
if
So
I got
yeah,
out of the ceiling, I could do that next time, but I've been on the ceiling. I guess I should have.
yeah, everybody but Xeron is here. I'll say that certainly the ranger noticed this first, but all of you are starting to notice this is full of creatures, and the creatures are showing up. You're doing a good job of killing them, but they're showing up faster than you're killing them. I mean,
That's just math.
It is just math. They're swarming and they keep coming.
Well, I don't like that at all.
So
So maybe we
Yeah.
should run away.
You should escape to the abyss. It'll be much nicer there.
Yeah.
So that's on our
I
agenda.
know in the past, I think every combat I've given you, the goal has been kill all the things. So, maybe I should have, I don't know.
Our
Send more
threat assessment,
signals.
our threat assessment wasn't great.
You could leave us to mull this over and switch to the city team.
That's actually a good idea.
That seems like
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, yeah. So,
And now, back in the city.
back, yeah,
Yo!
back 100
Meanwhile-
feet up, 100 feet up.
Woohoo!
You
gotta
watch
do a
your
up wipe,
friends go
side
down
wipe.
into that hole, and you're like, they've got this. Not a problem. Uh,
We'll see you on the flip side.
yeah, Noodles, you saw that one of the people that was originally contracted to throw these dead squirrels down there is your old friend Quiche, who apparently
Oh,
has
awesome.
moved up. He's moved up from begging, and now he's throwing dead animals down holes.
You know, I always knew Quiche would amount to throwing dead animals.
Mhm, mhm.
I could see that.
And I so considered getting Manish to come in and play the part of Quiche. But
That would have been perfect.
so do you want to go chat with him?
I do.
All right.
Should I do that now?
Yeah. Yes, you should.
All right. Quiche, it's me, Noodles.
Noodles, you're back in the city.
Yeah, I am. It's good to see you.
Where you been?
Oh my God, it is a long story. I've been through a lot, but before we get to my story, why are you throwing dead squirrels?
Well, it's a job. It's one of my jobs, man. It pays okay. You just have to make sure not to fall in the hole because there are some nasty things down there, and a lot of nasty things, like a lot.
So who's paying you to do this?
Oh, it's the temple. The temple pays me, and but I got a second job. I'm so glad. I'm so glad your friends took this off my hands because now I gotta run. I love seeing you. I got to run to my second job. In fact, you could, we're always looking to hire in the second job because we're really overworked, man. We've got way too much work and not enough people.
What's the job?
Oh, it's the Night Soil Guild. We go to the middle and upper class parts of town and we clean out their chamber pots. I mean, it doesn't sound great, but it used to be a good job. The problem is they took like 2/3 of our workers and they sent them over to, I don't know if you've heard, like we were marching up to the city and there's a long supply line and they need a lot of sanitation help. So they took most of our coworkers and sent them over there, but we still have to do all the work for the same pay. So now all of us have to clean out 3 times as many chamber pots and we get the same amount of pay. And it's killing us, man. If you could come work with us, that'd be great. Cause it's just,
Quiche, I gotta be honest. Cleaning out chamber pots is not my favorite thing to do.
oh, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's not as bad as it sounds, but it's just, we got so much work to do. And what can we do? I mean, we got to get them all clean. So what can we do, man? We got to keep doing it.
So Quiche, you and I go way back. I'm gonna level with you. All right. The reason you haven't seen me in a while is I have actually been taking on various kind of mercenary jobs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's badass.
And I'm actually here. You asked me what I've been up to and what I'm here in the city on a mercenary job. There is what?
Who are you gonna kill?
Well, this is one is interesting. It's not actually a killing job. It's more of a rescue.
Okay. That's very noble.
Well, yeah, it is. But it also pays pretty well. And I would be happy to share some of that with that pay with you. And I tell you what, it'll beat chucking squirrels or cleaning out chamber pots. But let me tell you what it is. There's a sacrifice coming up in 4 days.
Yeah, I don't really like going to those.
No, I would imagine you don't. So one of the guys being sacrificed, a guy named Drizzt. That we're getting a fairly large paycheck to rescue him before the sacrifice happens.
Okay, well, that would be cool.
Yeah. So, but most of the crew that I'm with, we don't really have a lot of knowledge about the city or about what about like the process for all this because we haven't been here in a while. And so what we're looking for is a little bit of intel right now on if there's some allies we could recruit and maybe like some possible weak spots where it might be good to rescue him.
I don't know anything about rescues and I mean, allies. I'm with the. I'm with the Night Soil Guild. You know, we're a brotherhood, so we move as one. So maybe I could talk to them and they could help me out. But as I said, we're so busy. We're like, I'm gonna clean out chamber pots for the next. How many hours are in a day? For the next until the sun goes down, certainly. And it's just so busy. But what can we do, man? What can we do? We've just got so much work.
Well,
I mean, I'd love to help you, but I just don't know what to do. I'm so overworked these days.
so, okay. Well, I don't really have time to do it, but I know that my friend Morty is pretty into chamber pots and would probably be willing to take on this job of cleaning out chamber pots. So I'll talk to him.
And there's just so many chamber pots we have to clean out. And what can we do? Because I mean, we gotta clean them out, otherwise they don't get cleaned out, right? So
yeah, what would happen?
What can we do? Let me
I guess
say
we-
that again. What can we do?
And we,
No, what were
Gee,
you about
what
to say?
could we do, everyone?
No, what were you about to say? You're about to say something.
What would happen if we didn't do that? If we didn't clean them out?
If we didn't clean them out,
Yeah.
they'd stay full of. I mean, you know, it's in chamber pots, right? Then they'd stay full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking around. I'm just asking out loud as if there was some, way for people to communicate on an inter-party discussion. Looking for some tips.
Yeah, if we didn't clean
here.
them out, then like all the rich people and all the merchants and stuff, they'd like, and all the nobles, they'd like, yeah, we got to clean them out, otherwise they're shit.
All the rich people might like revolt. They might stage an uprising because their chamber pots weren't being cleaned out.
I'm
Is that
thinking
what-
maybe he's got access to rich people houses.
well, yeah,
Maybe
he
there's
has
some
access to noble
specific,
people's houses.
maybe there's some specific rich people houses that the Night Soil Guild could get us into, huh? Where do we want to be? We don't really know yet.
That's the thing.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some. big
But
houses.
when we do know, it seems like that'd be a pretty good end.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think maybe
Like, get
Morty
his deets,
could
man.
take that job. Yeah. Maybe we can get Morty in.
Maybe you could friend him on Facebook or whatever. We can talk to him later.
Maybe he can meet us when we meet with at the VW.
At the VSW?
Yes.
I feel like I'm failing right now to pick up on some important detail.
No, I think so. All right, so yeah, what if we didn't clean them out? If we didn't clean them out, then the city would stink, right? If we didn't clean them out.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Like if you don't pick up garbage, right? That's like when governments get toppled, right? It's like
Yeah.
when the garbage
yeah,
gets left on the street. So imagine if you also didn't clean out chamber pots here.
Yeah, then
Uh,
that would really stink.
Yeah. So, okay.
I like the
So-
way this is going.
Yeah. So Keish, what
Mhm.
if I were to offer you a little bit of gold to you and your guild to strike, to not
To
clean
s-
out the chamber
Whoa,
pots?
whoa, mercenary man. I'm not violent. I'm not striking people.
No. That's not it's not that.
This is
It's
a
like
city.
just take the money to not clean out chamber pots.
Yeah, but I just said if we didn't clean out the chamber pots, then they just sit there full of shit.
Right.
And then like they'd smell bad and the people don't like that, right? I mean, you and I, where we grew up, you just shit in the street. But where they in these parts of town, they like their shit to get taken away. So
That's right. They'd be pretty upset.
be a lot easier.
Yeah,
They've been working us really hard, not paying us more.
that's right. And then I think they would realize how important they were.
Are we important? Are we essential workers, really?
You are essential workers. Yeah.
Right. So what do you want us to do?
So what I'm saying is just don't clean out the chamber pots.
Like all of us, like the whole guild.
Yeah.
And then what do we do? We like make them pay us more or something?
Yeah. I mean, at
Then what do
some
we do?
point, but I think for now, yeah, you could ask for, 10 times your pay or something.
All right. Oh,
Health
right.
benefits also.
For 401k.
Childcare, maybe a
Retirement.
retirement plan.
I like the way
want
this
bread.
sounds.
Short-term
Bread.
disability.
Bread.
Yeah, do you know of
Brad,
anybody?
you're-
Do you know of anybody who has bread? It's been a little short lately.
Well, you know what? I think that they just need the people who make the bread just need the proper incentive. And I think not having their chamber pots cleaned out would probably provide that incentive.
Oh, right. Yeah, we have a morning meeting where we divvy up assignments. Does one of you want to go with me to talk to the guild? You want to go? Why don't you come with me to talk to the guild this morning?
Yes.
Perfect.
I would
All right.
like to.
All right. We're meeting in like 15 minutes. All right.
Okay,
This is
so what
great.
do I have to get? Do I have to do a persuasion roll or something?
You got to prepare a
Um,
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Slide deck. You need a slide deck.
PowerPoint roll.
In the meantime, some of the other ones up there, you see, you saw an ordeal in front of a bakery. So I don't know if you want to
Right.
get involved or
Sure, let's go check it out. What's going on?
just
at
do the
bakery?
Seinfeld thing. Maybe just make fun of them. I don't know. All
I'm
right.
gonna wander over.
Okay. You walk over, there's a baker. He looks like a baker. He doesn't have his apron or anything, and he's just standing in front of his store. It's closed, and there's a big crowd. He's like, there's no bread today. I'm sorry, there's no bread. And they're all yelling, and they're all just pissed. They're like, we need bread. Come on, we come here every day. He's saying, there's nothing here. There's nothing for you. I don't have anything. So you're there, Valenti. Anybody else?
Yeah.
I think it was Tenzin who walked over. I walked over too,
Yeah.
though.
Yep.
I'm sticking with my
Tracy.
cousin. Or has my cousin finished talking with us? If she's taking her leave, then I'll
I
go with
guess.
them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll go with them too. Very good.
All right.
See you later.
So we
Okay.
just casually saunter up a bunch of heavily armed drow to the bakery.
Mhm.
What's up?
He's like, you too. I don't even have things for my neighbors here. I'm sorry. Are you coming for another neighborhood where the bakery doesn't have any bread either? We don't have any bread. We don't have any bread. Go to another bakery.
We just were seeing what the commotion was. We don't understand. We're new to town and we didn't know what was going on and maybe why y'all didn't have bread. That just,
I
No.
haven't gotten my flour delivery for 3 days. I think it's all been diverted up to the army on the surface. That's what people are saying. I haven't got my flour delivery in 3 days. I made it last for a few days, but no, but I'm out. I used the last of it yesterday. They told me there'd be a delivery overnight. They swore to me there'd be a delivery overnight, but there's no delivery.
Who delivers your flour? Who's supposed to deliver your flour?
We have a contract with one of the mills around here. And I've got a good relationship with the guy. He's been delivering to me for years. And he said he'd give me something tomorrow, or he said he'd give me something overnight and hasn't. And the crowd's getting agitated.
We disperse the crowd.
So at this point, oh, go ahead. Give it a try.
Guys, should we disperse the crowd?
I think we should do the opposite.
Oh,
I think we should
no.
stand in the back and start yelling.
We need
You
to
know,
egg the
either-
crowd on. We need to
Yeah,
fire
like
the crowd up.
revolution, Viva Revolution. Get rid of this.
Yeah.
government. Yeah. I think we
Yeah.
need to
Right,
egg
so-
this crowd on.
But for the
Tens-
bakery, or do we want to take it somewhere else?
Yeah, no, I think we
Well,
want
let's
to
just start small here. Let's just
It's not
start
about the
one
bakery
place at
though.
a
It's
time.
about the government, right?
So Tenzin, as you're standing near the bakery's window, a large rock comes flying.
Oh yeah.
Tenzin, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, please.
Where is?
Why do we
Oh,
even
there it
check
is.
these things?
Said the old monk.
Otherwise, she's gonna take 1 damage from a brick.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right. You catch this large. Tell me what you do. You manage to catch the large rock. What do you do?
I catch the large rock and hold it over my head, and the crowd gets silent because they don't really understand how I possibly did that.
Oh,
Correct.
good.
They're
I
all
love
just
it.
wide-eyed at you.
Throw it through the window.
And then I look over towards Morty with knowing eyes. So that
through the
he
window.
can hopefully, I don't know who has charisma here. I'm gonna hope it's Morty because it's not me.
Not me.
It's Tracy.
Anybody
It's
I
Tracy.
don't think you need charisma. Just chuck the window
Tracy?
through the
Tracy.
through the
Tracy
window.
has charisma.
Wait, I
Just
look
say-
knowingly over to Tracy, who needs to tell the crowd what to do.
Viva
Viva la
revolution. baby.
revolution.
Yeah, I'm
You
thinking.
can tell them in any language you want.
I can speak.
Storm the government.
Exactly. This baker's not the problem. The authorities see those policemen there. They're the problem. They're stealing our bread. Let's take them down.
And as you point at them, there are some policemen walking up, and they're like, calm down, calm down, calm down. And the baker says, oh, thank God you're here. I'm so glad. And the policemen turn to the baker and they say, by order of the Queen, you are under arrest for not providing bread as you're required to. You will be restrained. You will be imprisoned for between 15 and 30 days. And they lead him off.
You hear that? They're going to stop us from getting bread for 15 to 30 days. How are we going to feed our beautiful drow children?
Free the baker.
Free the baker.
Free the baker, free the baker.
Hey,
Free
the
the baker.
baker.
All right.
Flour.
Tracy, give me a persuasion with advantage.
Oh, I've never had advantage on persuasion before.
First time for everything.
2d20. That would be a crit.
And the crowd just starts chanting, free the baker, free the baker, free the baker.
So I'm going to point to the
And
big guy.
the cops are moving away faster now.
Throw the brick at the cop.
Oh, there you go. Throw the rock.
I carefully aim and throw the rock, just lazing across the ear of his
That's so
ear,
peaceful.
so that he will turn around and see the angry mob.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay, wait,
That'll
how
be
do I
like
do
with the
that?
projectile,
I mean, it'll be the same as all your other attack rolls. It's,
all your other,
you know, you could call it an unarmed strike. It'll be mathematically the same thing.
Okay, got ya.
All right. Yeah, you hit this guy, and it doesn't hit him square in the head. It, like, you know, it glances off his head. And yeah, it's 4 cops, and they turn around and they see the mob charging. And Tracy, do you say anything to the mob? Just free the baker?
We want
Free
to
the
go where
baker.
we want to go where they're taking the baker. I think there's probably good people there. Other people that might be more interesting than a baker.
I think the mob is
The
beyond that
mob is
sort of
gonna go where the
rationality.
mob is
It's like,
gonna go.
yeah.
I'm
So
we
like,
can
no,
follow, we can
They-
follow the fleeing cops though, if they,
Yeah,
if
they
they run.
start coming
With the
toward-
mob.
They start coming towards the cops saying, free the baker, and the cops just run.
There we go.
let's keep going. Follow the
So
cops.
they
let's
Follow
go.
those
cheer.
cops.
Yeah, let's keep going. I want to see where following the cops to the police station.
I
might be
think we need
interesting.
to. I think we need to take this crowd instead of worrying.
take the
about
crowd
whether
with us?
taking the baker.
No,
I mean,
take the crowd to where the cops are taking the baker, and they can
exactly. I think
Right.
that's right.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think we're saying, go get your friends. This is it. We're gonna go down and we're gonna get all the flour and all the bakers, and we're gonna release them.
Damn Skippy. Why are
They're
they
holding
locking
the flour
bakers
with
up?
the bakers, aren't they? It's a
I bet
conspiracy.
they are.
It's
I bet they're holding
definitely,
that
it's not
flour.
even a conspiracy. It's just these elites thinking that they can
It's the
keep
elites.
us down.
I've been saying it. I've been saying it the whole time. You know I have.
Yeah, this is right up
Absolutely.
Sel's alley.
Absolutely. Let's blow it all up. Let's burn it all down. Let's burn it all down.
So,
Burn it all
wait, do you
down.
say get your friends, or do you say
Burn it all
follow
down.
us, or both, or?
Go
Follow
get your
us!
friends, and then we're going.
I mean,
Everybody
we
be
were an
back
impressive
here in 2
entourage.
minutes.
It's like
Just go.
6
You don't need to
heavily
wait for us. We'll catch up to you. Just go.
All right, Noodles, you see this riot happening with your friends apparently in the front, and meanwhile, Keish is
And I
saying, yeah.
sprint
we've
to
gotta
join.
go.
I sprint to join them.
He's like, you're not going to talk to the Night Soil? Okay, I'll talk to him and tell him your idea about not striking people, but not picking up poop either. I'll tell him your
I
idea.
think you ought to get the Night Soil Guild on board, but that's just me.
Really? You think I should go with him?
Yeah.
There was a morning, was it a morning meeting? I think you said there was a morning
There's a
meeting.
morning meeting. It's like where they
We
give
can do
the
that
assignments.
tomorrow.
I mean, Keisha's pretty, he's pretty
That's the morning
charismatic.
today
He'll
or
be
tomorrow?
convincing. Don't you think?
I don't trust Keith.
I don't know what time it is. It's the morning, right?
I don't
It's
want to,
the
I don't
morning.
want to,
Rest.
The
I don't want
meeting's
to put
about
our
to
poor
happen.
dungeon master into having to deal with 3 people in 3 different locations.
No, make him
He
deal
can
with
handle
it.
it. I think the
Really?
Night Soul guys
It's-
really
we're gonna
should
blow
be on
him up.
I'm
board.
so much more relaxed than I was 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
Poor Jay.
Riots are very relaxing.
Take a morning meeting, Noodles. I think
All
it's a
right,
good.
all right.
Yeah, yeah. We'll
I'm
take
not
care.
telling you
We'll,
what
we'll,
you. It is your.
we'll pump up the
choice.
crowd.
It is your
You
choice.
should. We'll pump up the crowd, but we're like, dude, bring more people to this. I'm thinking we've got a.
I don't
general
know. I feel like
insurrection
it's
we
at a
can raise
boil.
here.
I feel like, I mean, that's fine. Like,
This is one little bakery mob. This is not the
This is
city.
one little
no, this is
mob.
where it all
We
starts,
gotta
man. It's like
we gotta
the Arab
bring more on
Springs,
board, though.
yeah. All right.
And we also need to make the noble people like upset because
Okay, all right.
They have their bread.
we need to stratify the.
You're right. Okay.
Sorry, we
All
got
right.
the
So
widows.
that's fine. I don't sprint to join my
Widows.
friends. I just
No, you
watch.
can. Just tell them you'll meet them in the morning.
Widows have no husbands and now they have a lot of
No,
poop.
but it is.
I
the
thought it was
morning.
in 15 minutes. That's what I was.
It is the morning. The meeting is very soon, so he needs to
Oh,
go
okay.
with the
Sorry.
meeting.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
in
it?
15 minutes is what they said. Okay, so I go with
Yeah.
Keith to the meeting.
Meet us at
You
the
want somebody to go
Bastille.
with you? You need a buddy?
Sure. Who
I mean,
is
I'm not very
acceptable
friendly,
to come?
but
Yeah, who's acceptable to come along to in the I
Nice.
guess
Well,
all of
we-
us
Or
are,
who's
if we
least
would be
likely
walking
to
around.
lead a mob to riot?
Yeah, that's
Who's
true.
least likely inclined to want to be a part of a riot? I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Probably
like riots,
Tenzin.
though.
Okay.
Yeah, I like.
Come
riots.
on, Tenzin.
Okay, I sort of walk behind you. I'm the stoic type
No, yeah.
and off we go to talk about chamber pots.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the two of you. He leads you through the town to sort of a central area. It's like,
And,
yeah,
and
this-
Tenzin is noting all of this because she's really good with maps.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
And you also know the direction the mob goes. You can find your friends later.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you come to it's sort of a it's sort of like an outdoor. It's like a tarp. It's sort of a tarped area where they just, you know, he says, yeah, usually we just meet and go over assignments, who's doing what, who's covering what area. But, you know, we do have guild rules and any of us can give a speech if we want to, and nobody ever does. But I'm going to invoke that. All right.
Yeah, add us to the agenda.
Yeah. Yeah.
point of order.
Well done.
Yeah.
So you
Done.
show up and it's about
Point of personal
it-
privilege.
it's about 15, you know, sort of ragged, you know, males and females there. And he says, yeah, there used to be like 50 of us, I think. And it's just,
What happened to all of you?
well, they got sent off to support the army. They're supporting the army. They're supporting the supply chain, but apparently it's like 100 miles between here and there, and somebody needs to clean it all. So they all got recruited, and the rest of us have had to do the work. Yeah. And so they get together, and one guy steps up. He says, okay, morning assignments. First, we've got the doc. Who wants to work the doc today? And Keith stands up. He says, I have I would like to give a presentation to the brotherhood and sisterhood, if you don't mind. And they say, oh, okay, sure. We got a lot of work to do, but yeah, make it quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an impassioned speech about how they've been mistreated for so long and that their only role in this society is to be paid less and to be sent off to the army, and that the best way that they can improve themselves in this society is to stop filling the chamber pots and show the city what essential
Emptying the
workers
chamber
they
pots.
are. Emptying the chamber pots. You're right. Filling the chamber pots would be pretty gross too.
That'd be awesome, though. Stop filling the chamber pots.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom says, if we don't empty the chamber pots, who's going to empty them?
That's
Exactly.
right. That's exactly the point. Yeah.
But if and somebody else says, if we don't empty them, won't they sit there full of poop?
Yes, and then people will realize how important your job is. You essential workers.
I say, oh, So if we don't empty them, they'll stay full of poop and people will like that. And then what do we do?
Well, then first you get some rest.
Oh, and then,
And then you need
round of
to start,
applause.
you also need to start walking around in the rich neighborhoods with signs to explain your cause and to explain why you're important and explain why you're striking.
We can help you make some signs.
I was gonna say like stop, like advertising, like signs saying that it's an inn. What do you mean by signs?
No empty chamber pots without childcare and health benefits.
That's a lot of writing. It's a lot of
Yeah,
writing.
well, we can help with that. We have Tenzin's a monk. She's really good at writing.
Okay. And
Wise
so
wisdom.
the guy who appears to be the leader says, okay, well, I think this is an official proposal. Are we gonna stop working for a little while to show people how important we are? I would like Tenzin and Noodles to give me a persuasion check to see how this vote goes.
Okay.
This is not good for us.
Why?
I'm not persuasive.
I can't even find my, no, man, I lost my persuasion window here. What the heck
There
is
you
this?
are, Tenzin, you're super
that's not
persuasive.
bad.
Wow, yeah.
Damn. That's persuasive.
Huh.
It's not about the speaker, it's the message.
That's it.
No, it's always about the speaker.
Yeah, man.
There's
you
the
roll two
scoop.
dice?
We're not taking your poop.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I can't find my shoot, my,
In roll 20, you can
Character.
roll thing. Oh, but you need to know what
Yeah, just
you are, huh?
yeah.
just roll an out one if you can.
Roll what?
Roll.
Roll
Can
a
someone just
1d20.
roll for, what? Wait, hang on.
Roll a d20 and add 1.
I don't even know how to do, I don't even know how to, oh wait, what if I press this? D20. What if I press that?
Okay, so you
Did it
got a
do
12
something?
and she got a 6 and Tenzin got a 16.
Okay.
So
Above average.
the vote, it's like 3 or 4, it's like 3 against and 12 in favor of, and like, yeah, okay, we're on strike. No picking up the chamber pots until we get appreciated. And Keish is like looking at both of you, especially you, Noodles, saying, I can't believe you did this. This is amazing. This is the best day of my life.
Yes.
I'm going to be appreciated finally. And he gives you a big stinky hug. Like, thank you
Oh.
so much.
That's awesome.
All right. And the rest of you upstairs, you're leading this mob. You're following the cops. They go about they go a little more than a quarter mile, and then there's this like sort of, I mean, you could call it a police station. It's sort of a small house, and they look at the mob and they go inside.
Let's blow it up. I want to blow it up. Let's blow it up.
Okay.
All the bakers could be in there. I'm not sure that blowing it up is a wise plan.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's a good point.
Um,
Good point. Very good point.
Hey,
I mean,
Mike,
the baker's collateral damage.
I was gonna say, remember, whenever you kill someone, they become a martyr to the cause.
Yeah. They don't have to know
Depends on
who killed them.
what's the
Yeah.
cause though, and who kills them?
Don't worry about it.
Figure that out later.
So anyway, so there's a building. They went into the building.
Well, it's a small
Yeah.
building. We got a whole mob in front of us, like
Oh yeah,
or
let's just
behind us.
Can we just break down the
get in
door?
there.
Yeah, let's just open
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah, let's lead this crowd in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
you
do it.
three with me.
All right.
Yes,
Put shoulders to the door.
Okay.
to the door.
You're banging on the door, and somebody pokes their head out of the second story window. He's like an older guy with like mutton chops, and they're very gray at the end. He says, "What do you want? Why are you causing problems?"
Because you people are trying to starve us all to death.
What do we want? Bread.
When do we
When do we want it?
No.
He says, "We don't have any bread either. We're
What do
no
we
better off
want?
than you are. We've been
Bread.
trying to
When
enforce
do
the
we
laws
want it?
against the
Now.
bakers.
No.
What do we
Free
want?
the
We've been
bakers.
trying to enforce
Free
the
the
laws
bakers.
against the
Free the
bakers."
bakers.
Now.
The bakers.
Don't you see,
Three
man? They're
left
just
bakers.
trying to turn
Throw a
you
brick
against
through the window
bacon.
again. That
As a
always
distraction.
makes good things happen.
We gotta come through the door now. We gotta bust down the
Alright.
door.
All
Or
All
we
right, yeah,
gotta-
he's trying to talk some sense into you, but it doesn't happen. So, yeah, so
Somebody
you,
in the back of the crowd has Molotov cocktails, right?
you bust in, and
We
it's
I mean,
sort of like
I've got some explosives.
sort of like an old West jail. It's like, or Andy Griffith's jail, maybe. It's one room. There are a couple jail cells that are sitting empty. Or no, that's not true. There's 2 people in the jail cells, and there's an upstairs, which is where so y'all. I mean, the crowd fills this room.
Who's in the jail cells?
Uh,
To their appearance, like what can we tell?
Are they bakers?
they're people. They're
Why don't we
they're
ask?
people.
Somebody,
What's your sto-
somebody get them out. Somebody's got to have some lock picks around here.
I do. All
Okay.
right, that's a good idea, Tracy. I'm on it.
All right, so there's 2 people in there, a man and a woman, and the woman says she heard the chants "free the baker." She's like, "Yeah, I'm a baker. They arrested me this morning. I don't know why. I haven't gotten my wheat delivery." And you're picking the locks.
I'm picking the locks.
Okay.
It's a sleight of hand check, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
All right. And so
this is barely a lock.
Fine.
22? Oh, yeah.
This is, you could have done this with like, a splintered piece of wood or something.
I did. That's actually what I did.
All right. So the door opens and the guy's like, I'm a baker too. I'm a baker too. But you don't need to be that proficient in insight to know he's lying. But the crowd still like pulls him out and is cheering him, and the cops are sort of just hanging at the back, not doing anything. There are 3 that are in this first floor room.
all right. So who among the crowd is the most, engaged? Like, is there a member of the crowd that people are listening to that's not us?
Yeah, there is a young woman who's been like waving a banner or waving like her scarf, and she's like,
Yeah.
she's sort of the figurehead.
So I'm gonna go to her and say, you need to give these police officers the option to join or get out, and this is your neighborhood now.
Yeah. So she says, yeah, I like it. She says, all right, pigs, are you gonna be one of us? Be one of the people? If not, run and don't come back. And she opens the window. And let's see, of the 3 cops she's talking to, yeah, all 3 of them say, they look around and they say, yeah, we're part of the people. We grew up here too, and yeah,
All right.
bakers, we like them.
Who's telling you to arrest the bakers? Who's telling you to arrest the bakers?
It's an order from above.
Well, above who?
It says it's a queen's order. It says the queen's order is to arrest any bakers who aren't selling bread, which made some sense. She said they were like holding out. She said they were hoarding and not sharing and trying to drive up prices to make themselves rich.
You got a
But I don't
copy of
know,
the order?
Huh?
Is there a copy of the order in your like day desk somewhere? We can take a look.
No, it's just it's word of mouth.
Okay.
You don't
Anybody
have
else?
written orders? Like written orders from above on this?
It's like
What kind of operation
I
is
can't
this?
read. They just tell us.
It's like plausible deniability.
Yeah.
What's the story of this other guy in the cell? He's not a baker.
He's like, oh yeah, I mean, we all pee in the streets sometimes, but he pees in the street a lot. Like it's not like an accident, not like he has to go. It's like he loves doing it. And so we told him, we bring him in here every now and then. We're like, cut it out, but he keeps doing it. So I mean, whatever.
Seems like-
It's not the end of the
seems like
world. We're gonna let him out tomorrow anyway.
I was gonna say, seems like we might as well let him out. It seems like our kind of people.
I guess.
I agree. Being in the street, top notch.
Who's upstairs?
That's the boss. He's okay. He's a good boss. He didn't work us too hard.
Is there
Can
anybody
you-
else up there?
Nope. Nope. Just storage.
Upstairs.
I think upstairs.
Really? You don't want to just take this mob straight to the palace?
Not at this hour.
All right.
Next week.
Oh,
Next week. Thanks. Vic.
Are we,
All right.
are we agreed on upstairs amongst those of us in the garrison?
Absolutely.
Go upstairs.
Okay, you go upstairs. There are racks of short swords. There are racks of clubs. There are racks of sort of rudimentary shields. And there's the guy that you saw.
Needs.
There's the guy that you
Yeah,
saw
mob
leaning
that's what a
out.
mob
Short
needs.
swords.
There's the guy that you saw leaning out the window, and he's looking pretty scared. He's like, "Look, I've served this neighborhood for 87 years. I don't want any trouble. I try to keep the peace."
Why don't you let us borrow all these weapons here? I think all these folks in these fine, hard-working, upstanding citizens need some tools. So let's just pass all this
Same.
stuff out here.
That's asking for somebody to get hurt. If you care about these people, that's asking for somebody to get hurt.
I think these people understand the risks and they are willing to, do what needs to be done.
Where's the, do you know more about the Baker order than your guys downstairs did?
That people have been upset about not enough bread, and we were told that it was the bakers holding out on people.
Who told you that?
My lieutenant.
Where's your lieutenant?
He's at the central city. The city hall.
Okay.
I think that's where we point the mob.
Yep. We want answers and bread.
I think we can leave. Yeah. So do you
All
want to
right.
give him the same speech as the cops, or as the cops got?
Yep. He's either with us or he's strung up.
He's like, I'm not going to stand either way, but I've got a responsibility. I can't lead these people. I can't lead these people to do something dangerous. So I think you're a danger to them. I can't be a part of that.
All right.
Every
I
cadet
guess
is
I guess
dangerous.
we're throwing him in the cell with the not Baker.
I thought we were gonna let the peer
The
out.
not Baker's out.
Oh, he's
All right,
out.
we're
Yeah.
throwing him in
So
the
we got
cell
two
where the
empty
not
cells.
Baker was.
Throwing him in the cell. Okay. All right.
And there's pee everywhere and it's just gross.
I think the cops need to go in there too, right?
The cops are coming.
No,
The
they-
cops are with us now.
They're with us.
Oh, that's right. They're with us. Sorry. Yes.
I mean, nobody's changed the chamber pot in the cell. It's it's
It
gonna be
ain't gonna get
terrible.
changed.
Ain't gonna get changed.
All right. It's shortly after 11. The group upstairs is leading a mob,
I love it.
and the group
Awesome.
downstairs is facing enemies that are joining the battle faster than they can be killed.
Is facing certain death by bugs.
Imminent death.
So, poor DMing on my part with the battle, but have I given you? I mean, again, I don't want to tell you what to do, but
It seems like you might need to in this
at
instance.
this point, the choice is either
Die.
and they all die of heart attacks. All of the frogs and eels all die. They
Well,
were
it turns
all-
out they're really susceptible to electrical damage. It's delayed though.
This is a place where you introduce, the crate dragon call to scare them off.
Right.
All right. Well, I think we could get our act together for next week,
Yeah.
Jay.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jay. I got to run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
a lot.
Jay.
Have a good night.
This is brilliant.
Bye.
thanks, Jay.
Good night,
Night,
everybody.
everybody.